sale. It just went up. 'Cause I get emails for Stranley,
Nice.
I think I'm gonna snag that and then have like a good run of that. Because both phenos I ran 2 Cs and 2 out of 2 were good.
But I like 2. Even though it's funky, it's
Sanctified
just
2.
extra funky, man.
Right.
I think it's weird. It's weird. It does some cure and
I saved some of that. I'm gonna
morphology.
bring that down to Emily. Let her try.
I got some
Right
jarred
on.
up. Yeah.
With the 2 count.
Welcome to the Late Sesh, everybody. What is going on? You catch us unawares in the middle of the entry. We've got waving hands on all sides except A.
1-2 steps.
Spartan's
Welcome
beard
to
was
the
waving.
show.
There we go. I've seen your beard doing it, bro. You were good, man.
You could also wave Scoville while you're guilt tripping Spartan into
Yeah,
waving.
that's a good.
I mean, just guilt tripping down a whole flight of stairs, bro. That's
Thank
how we
you,
started
Sam.
off, man.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was right for him to say that you needed to wave when he was not himself waving.
I know, isn't that always the
This is the
case?
Miyagi,
Whoever's
man.
pointing the finger is usually the biggest offender. That's usually how that works.
Projection, man. That's how it's going down. Welcome back, Baked. It's good to see you. We missed
Yes.
you last night, brother.
Thank you. Yep.
Did your period go away, or what's the deal?
Ooh,
Yeah, mine only lasts a day. Luckily.
Nice.
Lucky.
It's like a superpower.
Oh,
No, those things are annoying. Every month, are you kidding?
yeah, dude.
No, I
did you
had
try
a headache.
RSO?
I didn't because it was so late that I was like, well, I might as well just go to bed. It takes
try-
RSO sometimes 2-3 hours to kick in.
Did you try ice?
Ice what on my head?
Yes,
No,
that'll work, man. I'm
Don't do
telling
it
you.
in sequence.
I gotta try that. No, I just I tried RSO tonight, but way a couple hours ago.
Oh yeah, so hopefully it'll kick in.
It's working now.
Working out, nice.
It's doing its thing.
Yep.
So you got a bunch of jars over there you trimming up?
Yes, yeah, those are Chernobyl jars and some empty ones. But I'm trimming up garlic sauce. See if I can find
Cool.
nice. Here's a big old fucking stick.
Nice.
See
Good
if I get one
bud
handed.
spacing on that.
Yeah, she's pretty, but
Looks
There we go.
Oh,
good.
hold on, you got it to focus.
For once. Woo!
Look at that. Look at Baked, by the way. What a gorgeous man.
But
Handsome man indeed.
Yeah. Wow.
Submit your applications, ladies.
That's right,
Yeah.
gorgeous all around.
shirt on and off.
Gorgeous from the back, gorgeous from the front.
Wow.
There's Jackson's most eligible bachelor right there, ladies. Hit him
That's
up.
right.
I almost went sledding the other day.
Sledding?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, where
We
on
didn't get-
West
I-
Coast?
Good.
We didn't get enough snow. I decided. I looked out. I was like, that's not enough. Not
Where were you
here. I
gonna
don't know
go?
about y'all. The Cascades.
Cascades. Okay,
There's a big hill there.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't witness it, but I know the person that happened to, and don't use a toboggan. They go too goddamn fast.
No, I don't think I get toboggan.
It will.
I get whatever's at the store.
It was like
I
Bruce
don't have anything. Maybe a tube. I like tubes, but
there you go. You don't have a tube? Did you? Haven't you? Did you
I
ever
could
go on a
just use
float?
the river
Or
tube.
float it?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that would work
Yeah,
as
dude.
well.
So
yeah, I got it,
our
dude.
sequence is unicorn.
But I like
could-
to go to the biggest hills you can. You know, I
Cascades. is a good
saw
one.
Cascades is
movie
pretty
when
big
I was
for around
young.
here, man.
some of y'all might be familiar with Johnny Tsunami. Go big or go home, bro.
To be honest with you, I don't think I would want to take a sled down a hill bigger than Cascades. That's
Fuck no.
pretty
About,
unhinged.
It depends on your exit. Is it a long field that's flat? Okay, I'm down.
That's true.
Nut trees
Is
calling
it-
for a
is it-
sled trip, man.
Yeah, it's a long field of
Oh, I'd
trees.
love a sled
that's
trip.
flat.
Or a tube trip. You guys want to go tubing?
That's true. The end of Cascades is just a bunch of trees that get bigger every year.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
There's always broken sleds and shit on them.
We'll have to make our own ramps and stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
we used
yeah,
to have
that's all-
fun doing that stuff.
Sometimes you'll go and there will be ramps there already that some enterprising young lads built, and that's really fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enterprising young lads are the best.
Right.
Especially when you have insurance that will cover your misfortunes when you crash.
That's
Yeah,
right.
buddy. I finally do.
When I break a hip. Oh,
Get it.
Sonny.
Gotta eat more calcium, bro.
Gotta
Yeah,
get your
oxygen.
money's worth.
You could christen your kayak on the fucking hill, dude.
Oh man, can you do that? Like, would it break? I don't know.
I can see you spinning in
That's one way
circles
to
in that
find out.
kayak going down the hill.
I
bro.
needed to.
My
No,
helicopter move, dude.
Way to
Oh,
try
yeah.
it out.
yeah.
That helicopter move is something different.
You should see my
That's
helicopter.
different. That's a different move, man. We all
It's a
we all
different-
learned that as little young boys, probably the old helicopter.
We all learned that as young boys. Look what I can do.
But yeah, I got this garlic sauce here. I got another garlic sauce I took down the other day, but that one's funky. So imagine GMO like a garlicky, funk, that typical GMO smell.
I don't even have to imagine it because I've had GMO for fucking ever.
Yeah,
I'm
you
almost
love
tired.
that. I know.
Yeah, dude.
And then, all right, now smash like chocolate with it.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
It's so gross and like, yeah, it's nice.
Love chocolate.
But yeah, I
Tastes
took
like
that
lead and
down
cadmium.
and one pineapple mousse, which I thought was going to be a low yielder because it was like a non-stretching short plant, but every flipping branch on that thing yielded like the same size large cola. So it was like everything was a main cola. So there's like 10 main colas hanging.
That's dope.
So I'm excited about that. Yeah, and it's kind of a pineapple gas smell. I wasn't sure if I was getting that pheno or the one next to it. So we'll see what it really smells like. in
What
a
would
week or
you
so.
describe Donnie as? The Donnie burger when you grow it? Or just describe like the terps on it, the smell. So you
I
get
would,
some-
I would describe it. So I've been thinking about it because I smoked some today, and it's like a sweet GMO. You know that how it has its own kind of flavor to it.
Mhm.
That you can't really call it GMO funk. It's
But I don't
GMO
think that
funk.
this.
that's-
I don't think it tastes like it smells. I think it's different. I think that the taste is very unique and it comes through, but it's different than like the smell of, because the smell is almost to me like a foul smell that I just don't like. But the flavor,
But how do you compare that to GMO? Smell,
GMO is
smell.
GMO flavor and smell is the same to me, and it's
As
just all, it's
Donnie.
all garlic.
Okay. So I get that garlic, but I get a little bit sweeter. It's something that if you gave me GMO and gave me
Uh-huh.
Donnie, a proper grown Donnie that cut, I'd be able to tell the difference.
Me too.
With smell.
Oh, but also you're asking me what do I think the difference is? I think there's less gassiness. I think maybe to
Okay.
Donnie.
Okay.
And
I
I would
like that.
say, and I'd say there's no garlic. The garlic is gone in Donnie. I don't get garlic at all in Donnie.
I could see that. I could
It's
see
just
why
like
you say
funk.
that.
I don't know how to describe it, but it's like
yeah,
a funk.
it's definitely its own nice like funk. But yeah, this last round it really brought that out, so I was enjoying the smoke on it today.
I just harvested one today, and it was like amazing
Ooh.
to me the difference of my room, because the room I had in there, I had a Donnie, a Banana Daddy, and a Mac 1, and they're all in different stages of growth. But the Donnie had to come out of there. The
Huh.
difference between the flower room today, when when there was no Donnie in there, was fucking amazingly night and day to me. It was like staggeringly noticeable. Like it was way more pleasant in that room.
Oh, I just remember. I remember we had a room of had to be Donnie at work, and it was harvest day, and literally me and you were the first people to open the door, and we walked down the hallway already. You opened the door, and as soon, no lie, people, as soon as the door opens, Happa, 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 like 4 or 5 times, and he goes, "I'm going to get my fucking mask." There's something with that plant and his chemistry. It's like, and some
Yeah.
other people too. It's
Herbs,
other
bro.
people. There's some of the trimmers it doesn't
Yep.
mix well with either. But it hits
That's
your
you.
allergies or something.
Yeah, I guess you build up a little bit of an allergic response to certain plants.
Yeah.
That one for me, sure. And then a lot of the GMO stuff can do that to me too.
Yeah. It's something with that terp. Gotta figure that out one
But
day.
it gets me fucking high, so I'll smoke it still.
Yep. Always in
But
my
like
stable.
wedding cake, See, I'll do without fuck wedding cake because it makes me sneeze and it doesn't really give me that high. So for
Yeah.
me, and the flavor is not even great to me. I don't think. Sorry to shit on wedding cake. It's just not my strain.
Yep. Hey.
Yeah, man. Why are you
well,
shitting on one of my favorite strains? What's up with that?
Man, that's what's wonderful about life is that shitty strain that I think is shitty is wonderful
Yeah,
to
man.
somebody else, and they
Yep.
can enjoy it, and they don't even have to compete with me to get in it.
They don't have to share, right? They can keep that shit.
It's like all the seafood in the world is all mine because Spartan
Yes.
doesn't want it.
Absolutely, the seafood
Ooh.
can be safe. I will not kill any of the sea creatures
You
that
gotta
are
share with me.
safe around me.
Aquaman does not eat
all
his
of it,
friends.
That's
right.
I was offered shrimp on Friday. I was like, no, thank you. That's the last thing I would try is the bottom feeder of the ocean.
Oh,
The shrimp
Why not
Alfredo.
some lobster too, man? Throw that in there too.
And they're like cousins to roaches.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
don't
no,
eat shrimp
I'm
the
good
other
on
day.
that.
I'm good
Sea
on
roaches, man. Sea roaches.
Sea roaches.
I'm sure
Down under the sea.
a
Some big
heavy mineral
motherfuckers, man.
content. They probably have a very high mineral content. Good protein. Lots of
High mercury content.
radioactive.
High heavy metal content, you mean, Red?
Yeah, the mercury content. Yeah.
Just grow some extra broccoli
what
and call
spells
it
our
a day.
chocolate?
It's half the reason I'm conducting.
High
Ooh.
cadmium and lead.
Seafood I've eaten.
Kevin and lead. Get your
Now
Yeah,
heavy
I
that
metal.
saw
the study's
that.
out, Painted Ladies figured out why I keep buying her chocolate all the time.
Yeah,
Slowly but
Yeah,
surely, man.
specifically
Yeah, the
dark
new life
chocolate.
insurance policy just came in the mail too. I'm starting to think, wonder what's up now.
1 and 1 means watch your back, man.
Uh-oh.
Consistent supply of dark chocolate, we should be good to go in another 30, 40 years.
Holy shit, I don't have that long.
My guess is that information is going to start popping out with coffee beans and all kinds of other things that we extract our consumption foods from. I mean, cacao is an extract.
And I think that's the highest volume of it in that dark chocolate. That's why you're seeing heavy metals.
The lack of milk, but so it's in it all. It's in all of it, So
Right.
What's the
my
difference
guess is
between
it's a byproduct of
Except for pizza rolls. There's none in pizza rolls.
It's going to be in everything.
Pizza roll.
Probably more a product of extraction and concentrating, the beans down, like probably if you just ate some raw beans, it wouldn't be so bad. But if you're extracting it down,
There are some advantages to eating food that is made of only processed things. You don't have as many heavy metals and pizza rolls and stuff like that. That's for sure.
nice.
Then you just feel like shit anyway.
Yeah, you feel like
Yeah.
shit for different
Oh, I
reasons.
feel
Cut out the
great.
mid- it's
When
called
I can
cutting
eat
out the
pizza rolls,
middleman.
but I am living life when I can eat some pizza rolls.
unless the wheat and barley.
What about
No.
bagel white?
Hey, you know what?
Hey,
Pizza
wait,
rolls in the air.
wait.
You put them in the air
Yeah.
fryer, man.
So terrible.
I question processed foods that still use corn and soy and all that stuff, that it still has chemicals and heavy metals.
You know what's interesting, Red, is I gave my daughter a Mexican Coke or a drink of a Mexican Coke, and she was like, "This tastes weird." It actually has
Tastes like
sugar. in it.
sugar, right?
Yeah,
Real sugar.
Probably a real cocaine in it too.
she could tell the difference immediately.
I think that's what she said, actually. Didn't she say and cocaine or
Probably,
something?
yeah, I think so.
They still use the extract from the leaf in the flavor of Coca-Cola. Yes,
Coca.
they technically do have it in Coke. I got to think, since it's getting close to Christmas, do you guys realize how close how so many of the Christmas traditions are tied to the Amida mascara or the fly agaric?
Santa Claus, man. Yeah.
Well,
I thought you were gonna break into when you were like, since it's close to Christmas. I thought you were gonna say, "Do they know it's Christmas time at all?" Get you going
No.
early.
Glad you did it.
Somebody had to fucking do it, dude. Blue Kisses in the
Yeah.
chat trying to do name that tunes and all kinds of other shit. I'm rolling with it. I'm high. Fuck.
No, I think it's just interesting as fuck when you go back and you look at all the evidence that shows. For example, it was like the shamans out in Russia, and they used to, on the winter solstice, that was a gift, would be dried those specific mushrooms. The
Amanita.
red, the Amanita, that they were red and they had the white little specks on top. Now there are other species of Amanita that are yellow, but you can find them in Michigan. But when you look deeper into it too, you can see, well, where were those found? They're usually found under birch trees, conifers, your pine trees. And so when you look at there's a lot of symbolism in the pine trees. For example, when they bring the pine tree into your house for your Christmas tree, well, the shamans used to dry the mushrooms in the branches of the tree. So imagine these red mushrooms hanging from branches of trees. It looks a lot like the ornaments that we do. And then also, where did the mushrooms grow? Well, they grow under these trees. So the presents that we leave under the tree are usually wrapped in red and white. And so the theory, goes that all this symbolism is all just brought to us and passed down from these old traditions. And then, you can go deeper into it and look into the whole psychoactive part of it. And, these shamans it's been documented they would eat these things, and they're not the best. There's some kind of a toxic
ibotenic acid, and you want to convert it to muscimol.
Yeah, and one of the ways they'd get around that is they would even go to the fun fact: reindeer actually seek out that mushroom as a food source. Some people claim they think that to legitimately try to get high because it's such a mundane existence in the wintertime, but other people think that they actually it's a good food protein source for them. Anyhow, they seek these things out. Well, the shamans can see that. And
why not both?
Yeah, well, the hallucinogenics fucking persist through all the way. It's not destroyed, and so but the shit that makes you sick is absorbed by the animal. So they would drink the urine of the reindeer just to get the high. And when they would drink this urine, one of the common sensations from those compounds is the feeling of flying. And of course, if you just drank some reindeer,
baby,
you connect dots, and that gives us the whole story of the flying reindeer right there.
So Rudolph actually had the fly agaric as a nose, is what you're really driving down towards.
That's another theory I've heard too, as well, is that
ancestors were drinking piss, dude.
Yeah, they say. I'm not willing to do that, man.
You're drinking piss. You can't be too picky, right? I mean, you've already lowered yourself.
Rudolph is
How are you collecting reindeer piss?
You kill the animal and you just take the bladder, man.
Oh, okay. I thought they just
escalated quickly.
That's so inefficient. Just like your pube argument.
It's very efficient.
If you kill the whale, you've got no pubes. It's just like that.
It's very efficient because they are killing the animal anyways to harvest them for the meat, and they're using every part of it.
I'll have thousands.
You gotta use that piss for something, mate.
You think
if you keep the reindeer alive and strap a bucket around it, you got infinite piss as long as you continue to give it water.
What if you put a diaper on it and bring it out?
Super easy.
It's like harvesting maple syrup.
I just saw they got VR for chickens, so we'll strap them reindeer in a factory, put VR on them. They'll think they're in a pasture, and we're all good to go.
Put them on one of them 3-way treadmill things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, then you're sweating the piss out. Hey, look who's at the door.
Hey,
there they are.
Oh, knock, knock, knock.
All this talk about piss and reindeer made you guys come out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
Cheers, Daddy Red.
Hey, we got a different time schedule. That's why we're hopping on.
Awesome.
You know anyone else that's into water sports? Just you guys?
Ooh, water sports? Waterboarding or water sports?
There's a difference. A big one.
Water sports.
You can be waterboarded from water sports.
I'm good at water skiing, and it's not who I do slalom skiing, so.
I learned how to water ski on Coldwater Lake, actually.
I don't know. Where is this damn conversation going? We hopped into this shit.
It's the late sesh, man. Cheers, Medical Mondays.
Yeah, I was just talking about fucking mushrooms before you guys. That's all we were talking about.
That's
You know, Ohio's known for their lakes.
Yeah, you guys in your water sports, man. Just taking it to the extreme. You're gonna have ice. You don't get ice, do you?
In Ohio?
Yeah,
An
they
ice
don't.
Red flushes.
Look at hairs. Jeez.
That's what I'm doing.
They only have water in liquid form. And that's it.
Don't have it in what? No ice.
Yeah, super cold.
Yeah, they don't have
in Ohio
ice.
here.
You have to drive to Michigan to get cubes.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Well, it's nice that you guys
Glad
could
we
join
could-
us.
I know. I was like, you know what? We're just sitting around. Let's hop on.
Why not, right?
Heck yeah.
Why not? We don't have to be in bed yet, so we were like, why not?
You had to save us from talking about heavy metals and cocaine in our coffee, right?
Heavy Metal, the
Ooh.
movie.
Well, that is a problem, but there's only so much you can do about it.
About to smoke
Maybe
some
that's why I
banana.
like coffee so much.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy,
Yeah.
Yeah. My guess is the arsenic, mostly.
Oh,
I would probably
Yeah.
think the arsenic part of it too, but I don't know. There's a lot of things that are, like hazardous in everything we do on an everyday basis. So it's kind of hard to judge it,
we do basically only source coffee from really crazy places, so I'm sure it's all got heavy metal in it.
Right.
I mean, shoot, if you've ever watched them source, the cocoa bean, it's crazy.
Especially that kind that comes out of the cat's butt.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Is it the serval? Is
That's
that what
gotta
that
have
Is this
high
back to
testing procedures.
Beaver vanilla?
Cabot
Or
coffee
Beaver
or whatever.
vanilla from
I
Beaver's?
mean,
I'm pretty sure that's cleaned of heavy metals once it passes through the system, actually. That's why it's
How-
so expensive.
is? The animal is a
How
remediator.
often do you think our food
the
gets
shamans are
tested?
using the deer for?
The animal is the remediator, like Skilbo said.
About once or twice a year baked.
I mean,
You think-
seriously,
you think
we're the
even that
remediator. Think
often?
about us. We retain all this lead and shit,
I
man.
guess
We're
you
just
were
big
to
fucking
Red
filters.
Fire.
Yeah.
That would not, yeah.
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
would-
I
But
don't know.
I was like, that's not very many testing compared to like cannabis industry.
No, dude, and they knew when that was coming.
Every
So
batch.
they'd be painting the walls and shit a week before they were coming for the inspection. I mean,
Well,
you
the
knew
thing
it
is,
was
though,
coming.
they like do all that testing though, but by the time that they do the testing and it gets to the store and then it gets to us, like, okay, here's an example. We bought pork chops on Monday, and by Saturday they looked perfect, nice color, gorgeous. They had no smell off of them, but by the time I started frying them, I looked at him and I was like, "What the fuck is that smell?"
It's
Ugh.
bad meat.
Exactly. So, but it didn't look bad, and it didn't smell
Yeah,
bad.
but they changed that years ago with meat and shit, man. That
Yeah.
You know
you
what?
can't go by the color
by
anymore.
when by the time frame that I bought it, it shouldn't have been bad. I looked at the dates; it shouldn't have been bad. So it was like, this is bullshit. So I don't know. This is kind of crappy because you buy these things from places and they put a date on it, and then you cook it in that time frame, and it's still not good.
You know,
No,
we
it's
still have a
prices
very
are getting lower.
1940s. We have a 1940s mentality to food still. We want to stock up and shop like once a month, and we want to buy all this shelf stable shit. Dude, that's how do
No.
you think it stands shelf stable? So what you really should do is do a return to 100 years ago where you shop basically every day, and nobody has time for this shit. I realize that's why the fast food lines, fucking drive-through is full as fuck, man. But gotta put good shit in the gas tank.
No, right, dude.
There are some ways of doing it. Like, for example, you do all of your buying and or cooking one day a week, and then you can like freeze fresh food. You can take
Grow
fresh
your
food.
tomatoes.
You don't need you don't need to like preservatives are necessary for long-term storage, shelf storage, shit that's going to sit in a grocery store for X amount of months while somebody tries to pick it off the shelf, and then it's tossed to the heat. But otherwise, if you buy your fresh ingredients or make something yourself, if you're going to consume it in the next 6 weeks or something like that, you don't need a bunch of chemicals, and you also don't need a whole lot of, you don't have to do it every single day. You can make your food for one day and then have it throughout the week just by heating it up. It's something you simply toss in the oven or something like that. And it is possible. Most of us aren't. We're not even accustomed to doing that kind of stuff. It's way easier. Like we did it last night. Coming home from the Fledge was just swing through and get Chinese food. It's super easy to go through and get Chinese food. I've been eating Chinese food, all day, and I feel like ass, dude. I've had a stomach ache for the last
MSG.
couple hours. Yeah, whatever.
You know how to fix that, Red? Taco Bell, bro.
Fix it with taco.
Yeah.
I'd say
It's gonna
more
clean everything out
Chinese
of you,
food.
man.
Yeah, that's the next. That's the
Clean
next
it right up, dude.
Yeah, if I ever notice my headaches coming back, my neck pain creeping on, slow to rise, being extra sluggish or sleepy, it's usually related to what I've been consuming.
Yep. Brad, I
MSG.
totally understand, and that I'm just told him the other day that I think I'm gonna try to do a clean January for like everything. So we'll see. But I've been feeling the same way. I'm just extra tired, and I don't know. I'm just not eating like I should, and I'm like, my skin doesn't look right. It doesn't look as good as it used to, and I don't know. I'm just saying,
Eating
it's just
super clean
all
is
that
very
shit
important.
matters.
It's very important. My
Yep.
kid called me a fucking food Nazi for a very long time, but you know, some things are really good to incorporate to let them know that you don't have to eat like a piece of shit. And when you do eat good, you get good things from it.
We're gonna start eating lettuce wraps 3 times a week and stuff.
No, you can.
It's not so much about lettuce wraps.
Cauliflower
Bark,
pizza.
bark straight from
Well,
the
there's a
tree.
lot of
You
misconceptions.
don't need the
and
fucking
all that
bread.
stuff. You don't need to eat
Bread.
necessarily
I do need the bread, Tara.
low calorie.
You don't need it.
Low calorie isn't the route. The route is high mineral density, even if that is including fats and meats and things like that. The quality of the food, the quality of the meat, the nitrates and the additives and all of the other stuff, the way the animals were treated, all of those things can add tremendously into the amount of whatever cholesterol and things like that are associated with the meats. And otherwise,
How did you know I had bacon tonight?
protein
Me too.
dense diet is otherwise going to reduce inflammation if it's
We love bacon. That's like our favorite.
We did have bacon tonight.
I went through a long spat where I had really bad migraines from bacon, and a lot of it was just
You have to get
eating
good
bad
bacon because if it's the bad bacon, it could give you headaches.
like
So let's.
crippling migraines, like really
If you
bad.
guys closed your loop completely, that would mean you would have pigs for your bacon.
Yeah.
You would have to kill your
Spider
own
pig.
pigs.
No, I don't know how people do
And then
that.
you would,
man.
and then you would eat them.
Then you hang them up.
Oh,
In theory,
You don't
That's gotta
slaughter
be
your
tough.
you can't slaughter your own animals, so it's not that hard really. You just you load them up on a trailer and you drop them off at the butcher and they take care of it.
you can slaughter your own animals.
Nope. I mean, unless you get some kind of weird
What do you mean,
special
is it a
license. But
law?
back when I was working on the farm, there was a giant deal that you could, and you had to call around to find out who could.
I mean, if you're
That's
gonna
the
sell
most-
your animal,
if you want to
but
sell
for
your
yourself,
if you want to
you
sell
don't
your
have to
food
have
to
a
the
license.
public, yeah.
In our county, there's only one fucking place that could do it too.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
wouldn't abide by that.
If it's for yourself, you don't have to get a license for that. It's only if you're gonna sell the meat.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
That's selling
On
it
like
to the,
5
that's
acres,
selling it to the public.
5 acres, you've got a right to farm in Michigan. So
We have our cottage law in Michigan.
I wouldn't be able to do it though.
So we went from
Hello.
Christmas and Santa
Saw a
Claus
video
to
of
Amanita Muscaria to punching holes through reindeer with a knife to get the good stuff out of them to now
slaughtering
we're
pigs.
walking. We went through
Actually.
cadmium and lead.
Well,
and
I could tie up that story too with the Enemitas. It also ties in the elves, man, because all of us
Ooh.
who mess with mushrooms will tell you about the mechanical elves, and they're always helpers. And same thing in the story of Santa Claus and his helper elves. So there's a lot of parallels there.
they make a lot of toys, right?
Yeah, man.
Look at Spartan's eyes. You can tell he's high.
Yeah, this vortex is fucking
The
ridiculous.
kid
I love,
is slid.
Love it.
I love
I
the
need
vortex.
that vortex. I need to send a DM.
I'm going out of town, so I'll be back in after Christmas. But yes.
Beyond that DM, I need a DM for the
Vacation.
DM. That's what I'm talking about.
I have the vortex that I'm smoking right now literally isn't even trimmed. I'm cracking buds off of the fucking plant that's hanging.
That's what I did with that funk number 2. I smoked one nugget and then I kept going back up and down the stairs. I was like, I want more of that. I'm gonna smoke that next.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's me, man.
So what happens when you find one you like.
Yeah, look at
Some
this.
flights for
Really
Rolly
flights.
flights.
Light finally.
Love it.
Nice.
And there's
Yeah.
the cobra milk
Flavors
in
you
the
get.
baked
Got
cobra
the
milk's in there,
winter
bro.
22 edition.
Oh really?
No, Tara.
Yeah.
Monday night is.
Oh really?
I
And-
am totally freaking shouting out for goalie right now.
Who's got the flight?
There's no better way to shout him out than to take a dab.
Who's doing the dab off?
I
Where's the
can't-
dab
Oh,
off?
dab
I
time.
can't even. Okay, I'm gonna tell you now. If you don't know me,
Night.
you know that I hog my dabs, especially ones that I love, and I'm very picky. And Troy's already shaking his head, but
He
I
wouldn't
can't
know.
bring myself to do this. I'm gonna hang on to this because this is like special to me. Because it's like super fucking cool. I mean, like who in the fucking hell has a flight of dabs? I mean, come on. I mean, come on. Come on, man.
Those are these little tweezers.
Oh my
sticking
God, I
in
know.
there.
The little
Oh, that's
tweezers.
cool.
Okay, so you open this up.
What-
Okay,
That's cool.
once you
New
figure
addition, I
out
like it.
how to open it up, which is phenomenal because it's kid resistant and I love it. But you have a super cool selection here of 7 different dabs for your flight.
That is awesome.
And
I like the
think
map
it's
too. That's
so
cool.
I mean, seriously, people are all into flights on drinks and blah blah blah. But for us people that love dabs, this is a flight dab.
That's cool. I really like that idea.
And wasn't this what you guys were using for the dab off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
this is
So
what
each one is like how many like hits can you get out of each
Okay.
one? Like
I'm not sure because
Many.
I haven't actually tried it myself yet because I can't bring myself to do it.
Many.
But
Like 4 or 5
total
at least.
thing is 1.5 grams for everything.
I think
So
yeah.
I think it's like 0.05 per.
Oh, here. What is it?
What?
1.5? How
Or
many?
no,
How many are there?
0.15.
little barrel is its own little glass that you dip into your banger, which is phenomenal. I love it. All I
How
gotta
many
do
little
banger
barrels
can
are
you
on
do?
there?
pop it in there.
Point
and
3
go.
is the math, Red. Point.
Oh
I
my
think there's
God.
5 of them in there.
That whole thing is gonna be.
I thought
Where are the flavors?
Oh, there's 7 of them.
Oh, is there 7?
There's 7.
Okay.
Figure it out.
So what's the flavors, Tara? What flavors you got in there?
Okay.
0.15 for
So
bucket.
I've got 3 Cobra Milks, and I'm so glad that I do.
So good.
Okay, so and this is the other thing I need to talk about. I've had the flour and I've had the concentrates now. Total different profile. I mean, it's expressioned way different on the concentrates level.
Everybody tells me a way different thing about how the flour tastes to them. It's hilarious. Go ahead.
So when I tasted the flour from you, I had orange base. But when I get this, it's more like fruity tricks, cereal, like Trix cereal.
Fruity Pebbles.
Like I'm fruity-ish. I'm hard. I don't know how to get the cream out of it, but I'm getting the fruit out of it. So if anything, I get Trix cereal when I close my eyes and I dab it. And that's how I've done it. I closed my eyes and I dabbed it just so I could get the taste. And I also did it on a fresh, clean palette. Fresh in the morning, fresh off the bat. Because I really feel like that's like your best way to like judge things.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless you are so the night before.
But getting back to my flight that I have, I've got 3 Cobra Milks and I got Mr. Clean and Hocus Poison. I think if I can get this back open again. Yeah. Oh, sorry. 3 Cobra Milks, Clementine, 2 Mr. Cleans, and a Hocus Poison.
Sweet.
And I can't even bring myself to like dab this. I like want to hang on to this. This is like my shiny, my squishy.
We know you, Tara. You're gonna dig into that sooner rather than later.
No, I'm not touching it. Actually, I'm not. I can't even
What are you gonna do with it?
look at it.
Sentimental value, baked.
But
She's
they-
I'm
just
gonna look at it. I'm gonna be like,
You can't keep it forever.
I know that, but I seriously love it right now.
you can keep it for a couple years.
Keep it for a bit.
Put it in
That
the
Dogman Troop shit you kept me. While it, you know, it
You just say
kept.
Dogman Troop? Ugh.
Yeah. Whatever. But
No.
that shit tastes like butt after 2 years.
Thank you.
Everything was gone in it. It
He
tasted
tastes-
great
Yeah,
when
I
it made
agree.
it.
No.
Put it in the
Yep.
fridge. It'll be okay.
Yeah, usually it should last. Probably stored in a fridge for
Let's not dog on anybody. Just saying.
That's cool. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Let's just everybody does their own thing.
Yeah, okay. You're fine. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. You're right.
I just want to say I agree with Tara and I support what she said.
I'm not trying to do
I think over time what happens is these concentrates though is, you know, like I've got shit that's so old that it's become hard. You know, there's like no sauce to it anymore. It becomes like one solid thing. And if you try to get into it, it'll chip pieces off of it. Still retains some flavor, but definitely there's been a transition, you know, where it slides into something else. So you can hold on to them, but don't hold on to them too long. You got them to smoke them, not to stare at them.
Sequence just found a little bit of Dan's old, what was it?
Tsunami.
Tsunami that
Oh, yeah,
a
man.
little bit of dab, but that I bought, I don't know, last year, probably at Clio or something.
I still have some Primal Punch.
Oh, it was nice.
He found it and just hawked it.
There was only one dab left.
Uh,
Becca, careful! There's a guy behind you.
That Tsunami was from Spartan's Sticky Drip collection that he handed us out, I think, if I'm correct. Right or wrong, Spartan?
I don't remember.
I don't remember, but it sounds like one of those. It could possibly have been.
I think it was part of that
Could've
because
been.
that's when you handed a bunch out to me. I got the what did I get? The hypothermia or something from Sticky Drip. I gotta look at it.
That garlic strain I had was fire. Man.
Was that Garlic Storm?
Yeah, I would love to grow
Ooh,
that.
yeah,
again.
that
It
was
so
phenomenal.
good.
Yeah, Garlic Storm. Yeah.
check this out.
What is it?
Garlic Storm.
Storm.
Yeah, fucking TJ's by
Oh, shit.
Wooly. Wooly
Oh,
has his
wow.
cut that TJ got from Sticky Drip or Hunted. And it doesn't taste anything like garlic. It's like,
It's like a grape, right?
no,
grape.
this is like blueberry. It's like
Oh,
yeah.
straight
Fair enough.
blueberry. It's weird. But he
I
gave it
always
to me
got
because he
grape
doesn't
off
like
of
blueberry.
garlic. Actually,
Yeah, ours was really
Mm.
grapey.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
that was in the greenhouse, right? Sequence.
It was
Yeah.
that was the slurricane that came through on a lot of those crosses. I think it brought the grape like stuff.
Yep,
Mm.
that would make sense.
Doc Dankenstein used to grow a platinum garlic that was very, very grapey.
Yeah, I just always never found the platinums got me high.
I found the
I mean-
platinum brought like frost, but yeah, it never brought like
Yeah,
tur-
brag appeal cool, but never like potency. But
Fair enough.
yeah, that's why I have some platinums, but like they're on the back burner because of that. Whereas like, you know, GMOs on the crosses are on the front because I know that's potent.
I found
What you
some
got?
bliss. I found some bliss
Ooh.
bud.
Oh damn! I don't even have any bliss bud right now. That makes me super jealous.
Ooh.
Dang.
And I'm saving this so I can clean my
Your grinder.
It's still good and clean though for the last time.
oh
Skillbo
yeah,
cleaned
Skillbo
it.
cleaned it up good, but I'm saving the bliss bud. I don't want to smoke it, but it's a great grinder cleaner. Just
Did you get any of that? Did you find any of that grinder grease yet? Not tree?
No,
No.
not look- not
Haven't
look.
looked. Yeah.
This shit's
Grinder
nice, man.
grease.
Yup. It's
Oh, but how long has it been since you saw me?
Why don't you just clean it?
over a week.
Okay, we're already sticking up, and
I would hope so. Yeah, man. If it's not
Let me
sticking
show
up,
you this.
then
I got this new stuff that just
We're not
came on
using-
the market.
oh,
yeah.
nice.
You just slap
Oh,
some
you
of
got
that.
the Equate brand, bro. Damn.
Yeah, it's hard to find, I know, but you
New
take
on the
it,
market.
you just pour some in there, and you shut it, and
It's a miracle.
oh my god, what the hell is grinder grease made out of?
I don't know. It
I'm
doesn't
not
tell you
putting
what it is.
anything in my weed that.
It doesn't go in your weed, bro.
Right.
You put it around the outside edge on the outside.
You don't think
not on
some
the
of that's getting into the bud you're gonna smoke?
No.
Reuse
No.
coconut oil.
But if you have a quality grinder made out of good metal, you should just need ISO.
Well, it doesn't have to do with the metal. It has to do with the tolerance and how tight and how much slop there is between the.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
portion.
and then when it's clean,
No, you
it's
don't.
smooth.
You don't want it to be. If it's super like well machined and together, that means that it's going to get super sticky. Like my Santa Cruz shredder, I love it. The thing gets fucking dirty as shit, quick as fuck, and Red knows the same from his.
I
Because
love
it's
my sweet leaf grinder.
Yeah,
It's just-
use.
Sweet Leaf has
Yeah,
been
use
around
it.
forever, man.
I
it's so
can
fucking-
barely get mine open. If I put
easy
a rainbow
to clean.
driver through it, I wouldn't be able to fucking open
I
it.
just use these little ISO pads, man. That's all I need to clean my grinder. I just wipe around.
I just have a
It
paper
only
towel.
takes a
And,
few seconds to clean it.
yeah,
Did you
it's not
guys
long.
see the new glob mops?
I
That
have.
does look cool as fuck.
They're for terp slurpers. So they're
They're
like
kind of funky. They got the
What's
big
different
fat,
about
like,
them?
they got a
one
big
end
fat
is
swab
really
on it.
fat. It looks like, I guess, kind of like a tiny little tampon, and it goes into the
You know, the
into the-
neck of between the like the
Test
plate.
Yeah.
like a tampon.
Yeah.
because like it's cylindrical and
not
it's
an
real
earplug?
spongy.
Your extensive
And
knowledge.
it's got a
I
stick
think it's
on
a
it.
great description.
I don't know what else. Yeah. Anyway, when you see it, it goes through the tube of the terp slurper, the part that gets the dirtiest.
It's not
But
the size of an earplug, but bigger than an earplug.
No, I
Whatever.
saw it. It's just a little bent. It's a Q-tip that's more bendy. Just a
And
little.
it's got a lot
Uh,
more cotton on the end too. Like it's like
longer.
yeah, it's like a whole.
Like it fits
fluff ball.
between the whole. You know
I'm
how
gonna
on a
find it
turf
now.
slurper. You know
It
how a
only
turf
goes
slurper.
so far, you know.
How expensive are they?
They're
Mm.
not that bad. I
Slurper,
think
what
I
a
looked at.
blender.
But it's got one side. The other side, it's got the side that will what he's thought what Bake's
Pull them
talking
up, Bake. Let's see them.
between the
trying to
plate
find
and the
it.
banger itself. That little tube,
Come on,
it like
Bake. Hurry.
completely fills that tube.
Yeah, you guys always do this. Put the pressure on.
Come on, Jenny.
You shared it in chat. You shared it in MBGS chat. I think it was.
You're the fastest. Come on.
Come on.
Get a
I went to
loose.
Glob Mop.
Gotta get
and,
first place.
It didn't look like the website.
You got the nicest headphones on.
Here we go.
Big time
Glob
gamer.
Mop.
I
Oh,
haven't
here we
heard
go. Slurper
Jake
Mop.
yelling.
He's got a
Wait.
glass
Slurper.
mouse pad. A badass
Glass.
mouse.
We've been
Mousepad.
playing calmer
Yeah.
games, Painted Lady.
Oh, okay.
No.
No screaming.
Oh,
No
Oh,
screaming. No, I
infinity.
haven't heard him screaming lately. Uh-oh.
You shared the
It,
wrong.
it threw it off for me. There we go. Look, see, it's nice fat.
Oh,
Get in
okay.
there.
Okay,
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
that would be
Oh,
a
yeah.
huge. A regular Q-tip would be a pain in the ass.
You're right. That is.
Well, it's just like you do
tampon.
need a
Exactly.
couple when you
Tampon
have
was
a
the right
regular one.
description. Now, see, the other side is the bendy part that Becca
Oh,
was
weird.
Oh, okay. Did you
Now you're
see?
getting fancy.
Did you see the modular?
Slurper
The
mouth.
modular banger? Yeah, it was like 2-piece banger that
Oh, that's
you.
right.
The neck comes off of the actual cylinder of the banger,
Weird.
Yeah.
Just
and
the glass and glass
that way
connection.
that they say it's so that you can take the neck off and clean the neck real easy. I don't know who had it. It must
How
have
does
been
it
like
attach? How does it stay attached?
it's just measured
Glass and
right. So
glass.
you literally there. I mean, this is a high quality. It was like what are some companies sequence like that make course
Highly
bangers?
educated or Quave or
It's like it was like quality, but it was maybe Black Sail Market or something like that.
Blacktail.
And basically they just measure it so that it can pop onto it and pop off.
How much are
with-
those
with
going for?
glass. Oh, I don't know. I didn't even click on it from that
Probably
place.
400.
New, right?
Yeah. Let me see if I can. I'll look for it while we.
How much are those
chit-chat,
glob
but-
mops though? The super tampon.
Oh yeah,
mops?
let me click on it.
Super tampon. That's the name of it. The super tampon. glob mop.
Supers.
Ooh, I just got the XL.
Use those.
The new super moppers.
Those
Uh,
glob
I,
mops are
don't, I
nice to
didn't
have
see them on their
point.
website.
With that, the ones that have the point are pretty nice too because
Baked good.
I love the ones.
edge of the bangers.
You know,
So
they're super nice, but I always feel very eccentric when I use them. So that's why I go to the dollar store and go and get Q-tips. And then, like,
These specials, Tara.
the glob mobs. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. They're little. I always feel bougie. Like I only want to waste like one per dab.
I know.
For display purposes only.
You know,
Yeah,
and
I don't think they're for
everybody
sale
around
yet.
sticking your finger in
Oh.
something. You can't utilize both ends, I feel. I don't know.
I use one of these and I use a normal Q-tip like on every time I clean it. Like
But
you
know,
got me some
normal.
I
Use the
can
normal
think
one first and then
like
finish with the nice one.
anything to get
Tara,
on
you gotta
color
clean
on
that
that.
thing.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
fucking
what in
rough,
the
Tara.
world?
Wait a
Put
minute,
that
before we
down.
go further, realize that's a
We don't even
good
want to see that.
concentrate.
It's
It's
flour.
Tara.
It's for
Put it
flour.
away.
It's just
Oh, it's a
flour.
flower one. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry about that, chat. Tara didn't know better.
Sorry about that, Chad.
We got people throwing up all over the place.
Just from flour. We just was
Spartans
using
isn't as bad
it.
at all.
We
The
just-
flower piece. It's a flower piece, chat.
Yeah.
This is our
happy.
flour.
Yeah.
We brought another banger. We have
Flour
two separate
man.
things. We don't use the same thing.
You
I
cleaned it
can't
last
tell you
month,
how many
I
people I've
swear.
had to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna want to buy a banger for your flower
There,
bomb.
look at how clean that was. That was super clean.
Yeah. Here we go. We are
That's better.
like
It's a little.
There you go.
Oh, very
Is
good.
that a Luca?
See,
What is
ready to
that?
use this.
It's a
We've
middle
been
school
using
science
it for
experiment.
2 hours tonight.
No, not that
Sorry.
one. Don't hold that one up again.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that tree's like,
Connectors.
nope.
Are those all connectors?
You pulled it right down.
Yeah, not that.
after you do like 2 or 3 dabs, it starts to get dirty. Like
It's not even
What?
not
just
that
flour.
big of a thing.
What?
With dabs, it's usually
Not
more like
dabs.
50 dabs. than
Yeah,
like
flour gets
It's
dirty
getting
quick.
if it's getting dirty with dabs,
You're
that
taking
fast,
dirty
Just flour.
dabs if it's
Just
or
flour.
like
no, or it's just too big of a dab.
Dabs.
Dirty dab
Probably-
doer.
It's probably not dirty. It's probably you're taking too big of a dab and you don't have hot enough to consume the whole dab.
sucking them through.
And then when you start hitting that and it doesn't all turn to gas, it's that
Yeah.
liquid gets pulled up into the piece. So it's
You
not,
might be sucking too hard, Becca. Don't suck so hard.
Oh my
If your water is
gosh.
more than 24 hours old, change it. It
Yeah,
means
that too.
bacteria
That
growth.
too. They guilted me on that one day. Oh, change it every day.
Listen, you're gonna get a lung infection.
Get a lung
Yeah.
infection. That's what they
Have you ever
said.
been to somebody's house and
That's
there's a
what
bong
they
that had some shit
That's
in
what
it?
they
You're like,
say.
ooh. Yeah, man.
I got
One or
the
other.
green lung.
Either it's going to cause a lung infection or it will prevent the lung infection.
All
It looks
right,
like it's got like
I-
mycelium growing in
Cause
it.
it
and
with
shit.
everybody.
What
A
the
bong
fuck?
more
That's
than
true.
a week or 2 or 3, and I've not gotten a lung infection.
It
So.
could be penicillin growing in there, Tara. You're probably fine.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could be good.
You know what?
You're officially immune.
For 20
That's why. Yeah.
You
things
guys
grow
are
on
immune.
me, I'm
Share
good.
it with somebody and then yeah.
You imagine hitting that bong and water splashing you in the mouth.
Oh, bro, you can taste it already. You're just like,
I've
oh,
done
it's
that.
gonna be
Yeah,
like an
I know
ash.
That is a hidden benefit.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
that's the
of-
thing. Once the
a
water
hidden
gets
benefit of the
too
fucking.
dirty, you're not tasting your product good. You know.
I
Yeah.
guarantee you got a mouthpiece. You never get bong water.
Oh,
ever.
him and his
Ever.
moose
Wow.
mouse or
You're not
whatever.
sucking hard enough. Hard.
What is that thing called?
Okay.
Mouthpiece.
Here's an FYI. Most people don't know if you get like a bong, a recycler, different kinds of rigs, you have to like seriously like put water in it and like cycle through it to like figure shit out. You can't just like assume this shit's gonna be okay. You have to like sample things out because you don't be sucking all this water up in your mouth. So it takes a lot of like,
It is so gross.
yeah, you gotta sample things out. So you
Yeah,
gotta,
Or you can just take a dry bong either way, you know.
it's just not a
Sequence.
film. Oh, I don't know.
Sequence likes to show off and not even use water in his bonds. He's like,
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that
Warrior.
Dry
gonna-
I am kind of known for it at this point.
Right.
Like, fuck that water. It just gets dirty.
No.
Dirty very easily, especially as much as we smoke.
Now I send him back to the kitchen if he comes back and there's not ice in it.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Do it right.
Make sure you hold your pinky up when you hit that bong.
That's supposed to be not good. I don't remember
There
why.
you go. There you go.
I don't remember why, but it's not supposed. It's supposed to be not good. Something about where it's cold and the hot come together. It
Oh, they
is high
condensate.
bacteria growth. Yeah, it's really
Ooh,
good.
they could condensate in your lungs.
We change the water just about every time we smoke, so I'm not worried about bacterial growth.
I do change the water every time I smoke. I'm not worried about bacterial growth, and it feels amazing. So I'm gonna keep doing it. I know that some
Do you
people like
guys use
hot water.
RO water, or you use tap?
No, I just
Bottled, man, bottled.
That would probably even be better, actually, because if
I
it's
use
got,
RO.
if it's got chlorine in it, that'll kill the bacteria, right?
If you have a fancy
Our-
rig, you want to use RO as well.
Yeah,
Because
but RO doesn't leave water stains, which is nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's just something about the cool smoke once they go. I don't know. The ice just makes it.
Hey-
I'm out of ice.
Hey, lady, would you get those? My brother came back from Europe and he gave me a pipe that was like filled with like liquid, so you could freeze it.
I would try.
And then there's bongs where like you could take out the middle part and then go freeze that, put it back in when it's frozen.
I
instead
probably
of
would
ice.
like
I've seen
Yeah.
actual molds, so you just fucking fill it up with water, freeze it, and you have an ice bong, and then you
Yeah.
fucking
Oh
smoke it.
yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
like all along.
that'd be yeah.
Really nice.
Then you
That'd
just
be
have
alright
a
until
bowl.
it starts melting. That's like with me and ice cream. I
Yeah,
take
but
too
what you
long.
do is what you do is you're making
Just
another one.
stick your tongue to it.
You're making
Yeah.
another one in the freezer, right? And so you put your bowl in there, you take a couple shots of bowl. And once it gets dirty, you throw that fucker outside. It melts in your yard, and you grab your other one out of the fucking freezer, man. And then you fucking go.
Have you seen the down stems? That's like a coil.
That's a glycerin.
Yeah,
coil,
like
isn't
that
it?
red. Yeah, that's
That's
kind
my
of yeah.
thing.
There's
Put
like
those in the
I
freezer.
can't. They probably have crazy stuff nowadays. That was years ago.
Yeah, like
When
10,
like
15 years ago.
roar was like your main. Yeah.
Remember when it used to be Roar and Illadelph was like you
Roar and
use
Illadelph. I usually thought
Yeah,
Illadelph was cool because it sounded like Philadelphia.
because it's from Philadelphia. They just changed
I
it.
know. But you know,
They're so
Dro,
They were like
Dro
but-
brought one home from Amsterdam. I think it was a Roar, and then
yeah,
broke
real
it.
Roar. Yeah.
I remember that. And I was like, oh man, that's rough. But
I mean,
yeah,
they-
that was crazy back then. We're talking
just
like a
straight
regular
tube.
straight tube.
Straight
Straight
tube.
and these
800
fuckers were
bucks.
like, oh yeah, $800,000 for nothing.
Fuck
Like
Just had the name on there.
now it's like garbage. I mean, not the roars. You can still pay a lot for a roar, but like it's a tube.
No. Dude, when they changed over, from when like bongs were just for flour, and then they got into the concentrate game, the fucking rig game just
The rigs,
blew
yeah,
wide
the rigs
open, man.
changed it.
Jesus.
I think because they're smaller.
Yeah.
So like you can do an intricate piece and it's not, half your room. It's on the table within this little tiny, especially like some of
You
those
can
rigs
work
that
it,
you can
yeah.
fit on a pendant and stuff like that. It's like you can
I would
do
say
all
the
this fancy
fucking-
stuff and not spend a lot on
Yeah.
glass.
That's
Right,
something a lot
but-
of people don't realize is that those cool rigs you see that are on Instagram and stuff are all pretty small. They're handheld.
Yeah.
They're not tabletop pieces.
Yeah, my rig's pretty big for a rig, to be honest. It's like
Right.
a foot tall.
Yeah, it's big.
Usually they're
That's
way
once
smaller.
always like blow up in the car and stuff. That's
It's so big baked. It's so
I-
big.
Sarah
It's so
said you
big.
had a big rig, big.
It's huge.
called me Big Rig.
Fucking
Oh,
huge.
I wish I had something to do a Spartan joke.
Oh, a Spartan joke.
Yeah, well, I do.
You
I
need
got.
What
I
are you,
got
Carrot Top? You
stems.
need props and shit to make a joke?
So big.
just
Yeah, we all. If there's anything
like
around.
average on a rig, maybe. I don't know.
Well, the whole idea with the
I don't know
small
what
rigs too
Talk
is
about.
you don't want the dab smoke traveling a long ways in the glass. You want to get it to your lungs quickly because it's stickier.
You don't
Something
want
like
to
that.
thin it out with a bunch of air. You want to have
Yeah.
a high concentration of vapor. So the
Yep.
rigs are generally smaller.
Less percolation. They don't really want percolation. But yeah. I remember, the cadaver game is crazy now.
There's a lot of science to it all. All the glass stuff is neat.
It's getting crazier. Like I saw this pendant. I think it was the guy Firefly, and they used opals. It was a cat head. It was a pendant, and they used opals in the craziest way. It was like the whole eye was an opal, but inside that opal somehow, or maybe it was behind it and it was an optical illusion, but it looked inside of it was like a cat eye. You know, the pupil, how it's kind of a skinny cylinder or sharp cylinder. You know, it was a black opal inside the other opal as the eyeballs. I was like, what? So like, I was like, that's a practical use of some opals.
Right.
But yeah, there's some crazy stuff going
Go
on.
Tara, go.
Yeah, she's ripping it.
That's fucking Minnie
We got
Riperton.
5 minutes. We got 5 minutes. It's
Yeah, you can
halftime.
jump in the gun and shit, man.
I gotta get my
I
stuff
literally
ready.
feel like I've been dabbing. That vortex is.
He's like, holy fuck, pull that out. I was like, for
Yeah.
what? I'm still smoking it.
Still going, bro.
But I want to turn some of that into concentrate. It sounds so
It's
potent.
not
You're
loose
making it sound so potent.
There
Dude,
it
my
is.
face feels numb right now.
Yeah,
I like the mouthpiece.
a
It's a
little
cool
sad.
thing.
Let's
It
wait.
is fucking cool. Is that a glow in the dark part? What, like that really light green part? That's cool. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I love those things for cups and stuff, shows and shit.
I had
Oh,
to
yeah.
get it
Yeah,
when you
because they come on that lanyard. You can just clip them on your
Yeah.
wear it around.
Yeah.
When you're hitting public dab rigs, I love those things.
when you brought it up, I had to go run and get it, Spartan.
I got rolls of the filters right. I don't.
No, it makes it super nice and like clean and like
Yeah.
What brand is that?
Mouthpiece.
It's a
Mouthpiece.
good filter, and I still get a good taste from it.
They plug up quick, but it's just a testament of how dirty the smoke is, really. in
Oh my
opinion.
god, it really
Yeah,
is.
it's eye opening. Honestly, I thought hey, I'm filtering this through water, but then like fuck, I've already changed it already once today, and
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
getting close again, and I'm like,
They
damn.
clog up pretty easy.
Have they done
You guys are
tests?
Totally cutting on the way that my banger is right now, or my rig kind of. It was just cleaned out last night, like kind of thing. Like,
But it gets
all
dirty
right, it
fast.
gets dirty so fast.
I'm the
Just-
only one that cleans it.
Does it add a lot
Probably
of
true.
resistance to it? Like, does it change how the bong draws or anything when you add those on there? Does it add a lot of
Maybe,
resistance?
yeah. I mean, maybe a 10% difference. Maybe you got.
Okay, not too much.
I prefer it actually now that I've done it a couple times. I actually like it on there.
Once it starts
Makes it
getting dirty
easier.
enough, it starts blocking it up, and then you know to
Less hard.
change it.
Well, you can change your water levels too. Like if it's hitting too hard, and you can just lower your water levels so it's not as much resistance on it, and then you can free it out.
It just tastes better when it's clean.
Yeah, and it's just easier too, like on your throat. Like what Payne Lady said with the ice, how that helps. The same way, it helps it make it
really does.
feel nicer on your throat. Same thing with the filters.
Probably going to be the next water bong I get was be one with ice on the top, for sure.
A pinch, that's very old school.
Yeah,
like that. I think we need one.
That one with my cheek bones, that right over my shoulder. The cheek bone's got a pinch in it.
Dude, you haven't used that cheech in a while, have you?
Probably about 3 or 4 weeks, probably. Yeah.
I like your octopus
Man
bong.
down.
Yeah, that's
Spartacus.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
It probably is one of my favorite, but I can't remember. Oh, I like to do hash in that, like octa trim tray. That's my trim tray head.
That's the octa hash.
Oh man, this is Spartacus.
Spartacus. The hash.
Yeah, see, it's got the golden smoke in it. That's from the golden hash. But yeah, it was Spartacus.
I like that one.
1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute.
Is the toker a hat? Is it a little hat on the Spartacus head? The toker? Where you take?
hat?
Is it a little hat you took on?
No.
Oh,
No, it's just but it is like a plug, which I don't like mouthpieces like that. But
a little round, a little.
it's like here. I'll show you.
Little hole.
It'd be cool if it was like a little top hat. Oh, wearing a top hat.
Oh,
It would be cool if it was a top hat, but it's just
The
like
nubbin.
Like
Yeah,
that.
I never.
it's like a tit. It's like a tit.
He just got hit with
The
a
nip.
I
It's
guess
just, you're sucking on a nipple, basically.
A torpedo tit.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's a
it's
big old nipple, Spartan.
Yeah, well, I don't judge. I
That's
I
a
like long.
pinky.
It's like a thumb.
Ever
Yeah.
work. Work.
Yeah,
That's
that's
okay. My mouth can get around it.
Aw.
My mouth.
Oh my lord.
Oh my Lanta.
The filth. Ugh.
Do you put your whole mouth around it when you hit it?
Ew.
That's my dog.
Make sure I get all this.
No aerial discrimination.
That's right.
Here's everybody. Our second late sesh.
So I have a little PSA, just a quick one.
Ooh. Yes. What do you got?
So for those of you caregivers that are just kind of, on the DL, maybe going to purchase a little home that you're thinking about maybe growing some plants in, don't put in the purchase agreement that you want to purchase the house and all the equipment and the pots and the CO2 and all the stuff. Don't put that in the purchase agreement. It fucks everything up from an insurance purpose. So
Yeah, I thought that would be something I would include, but
do that on the side in
Why
a
not?
separate document between you and the seller.
yeah.
The insurance company cannot know about it or you're fucked
Yep.
because it's not federally legal yet. And so
Oh.
it caused a whole bunch of problems for this dude today.
Is you got to watch your banks that you deal with.
That too.
Certain banks.
Was he selling the house like with a grow room or something?
I'm assuming the whole house was being used for as a grow.
Oh, okay.
So too.
It was CO2 and everything included, and so yeah, but I mean, I understand the
issues like with inspectors and stuff like that, trying to sell your house, trying to just get an inspection. If you have an inspection required on the seller's part, and they have to, city inspector is going to come on, they're going to go, that's not the code. That's not the code. What is that? That thing's definitely not the code.
Why isn't that on fire yet? Right?
Yeah.
That's not UL listed. That's not UL listed.
Anyway, so yeah, just a little PSA because I had to blow up this whole deal today because I had to bring it up because it was in the purchase agreement. And,
That's crazy. I remember looking for houses. There was one up here that was literally advertised as a grow house. It was like it was house with grow pole barn, and it was a giant pole barn. It was like 200 feet by something, and it had full electric. And it was like full electric, full everything, blah blah, grow ready, blah blah. And now thinking it's like, wow, whoever bought that fucking had a headache once they wanted insurance.
well, you can get insured. There is one company that we use that we underwrite on that will do it, but it just it's a little bit more strings.
Yeah.
So then it just causes a lot more.
The company that I have insurance with our commercial building is they'll do it. They were originally, I was originally paying up the ass for like the first couple of months I had insurance. I'm like, why is my insurance so much money? And they're like, well, you're for this many, like, I don't want to insure all my plants and everything like that. They're like, oh, you didn't want to insure your plants? I'm like, no, like, no, and like, not right now. I don't even have plants growing. Like, it was like, I was building my shit.
Yeah.
And insure me for my crops. I was like, I don't want crop insurance.
Yeah, they do have that though. That's what's crazy.
It was like I could get all kinds of weird insurance for my crops and all kinds of things. Didn't necessarily need a license or anything. It was just all through the insurance company. It's called High Risk, I think, was the type of insurance company that it is some high risk.
It's just very expensive.
Have you guys ever dealt with? I remember trying to get house insurance, and they want to know what kind of dog I had.
Right.
They wanted to make sure it wasn't pit bull, and he's half pit bull, but we were just like, oh, well, he's bulldog because he's got enough of that look in him. And they didn't even come by or anything, but like it was just crazy that we had to like Oh, gotta sneak a dog, you know.
It's a weird one. Yeah.
Frosty
Like,
the Killer, right?
yeah. So you're just like, okay. Like, you didn't even meet my dog. You're just gonna assume. Okay. Yeah. But I've had to
What
do
is that,
that
Spartan?
Sunday.
Sunday Driver from Winewood Organics.
Very nice.
Live resin. I fucking love it. I went there for Durban. They didn't have it, so I went for this.
I was about to say, I love their Durban. They had a bunch at the meet and greet and stuff we were doing, Tara, out at an old man's house, and I was like, Durban, 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 but they didn't have it, but they had a bunch of other good ones, like Orange Dream.
So phenomenal. My favorite was ice cream
Or
cake did.
Orange Push Pop.
Orange
Phenomenal.
Push Pop, that's it.
Oh goodness sakeys. Winewood, oh man.
I'm surprised your favorite isn't Point Break.
Oh, let's go, Bo.
Because you know why?
These are the 1-to-1 fucking
Is it what?
Winewood candies.
Whoa, was that the package that you just held up? The package
Yeah.
you held up looked a lot bigger, and the cubes looked more like Grodans. I thought they were like
Rodan cute. Well, I
Oh
can
my
see that
God.
actually.
They're
Okay.
right next
Yeah.
to the
Did you
camera.
just hold up?
Okay.
What the fuck, dude? That looked
looks so
comically
big.
bigger.
Our
dude.
perspective, Red.
No way. You
Really
have a
nice.
different bag. You have a gallon bag back there with a Grodan.
Point Break
Gallon bag of them now, bro.
very
It's,
orange.
you know.
Oh my god, dude! No way. They were comically.
Always ask for banana for scale, Red.
Don't.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
I want to shout out Eric at Winewood though.
Perspective is-
When I went in there, he hooked me up with a sweatshirt and a fucking hat and
Hell yeah.
fucking pre-rolls. I mean, that dude just treats me like a king every time I go
I'm
in there.
hooked up with his
Yeah,
edible.
they're good people.
Nice, nice, Tara.
I know. You know I'm gonna hook it up there. She got the one ginger lime. 1-to-1 is phenomenal.
That's what these ones are.
Oh goodness sakeys, so good. Literally,
Nice.
come on. Anything that will put me out for 6 hours and like not let me hear a freaking
Water main.
a water main break hit the ground is phenomenal. And that's what happened that day.
Water
Nice.
side of the camper is spraying all over.
Man.
Oh my goodness! And you're sitting here having a good time.
Oh, it wasn't even that. I was out. I was out.
Sleeping.
6 hours out.
How many milligrams did you take or eat?
I ate the bag.
Which was what?
100.
How much?
100. It's a 1-to-1, and I had never done
Was
a
it 50 and 50, or is it 100 and 100?
I don't know that. Fergoli has the bag. He has
Okay,
a bag of them. I don't know what that is. It might be 100 to 100. I don't know.
that's cool. That's interesting.
And if it's 100 to 100, then that makes sense for me. But if it's the other way around, then no, it doesn't make sense. But
If it's a product like designed or being designed for metric, I'm sure it's probably 100 THC and 100 CBD. Usually
Okay.
they're maxing out at 100. So
okay, that's
my guess is that. I don't know though because I have no idea the
I think
product.
that's what it is. But I can't look at it right now because I'm using my.
That's just the typical ratio I've seen.
But I think that's what it is, and they're very great. So whatever they are, they're phenomenal. Great taste, great texture, easy on the belly. That's important to me too because I have a lot of stomach issues. So a nice gummy to me.
Doesn't taste like weed.
No, did not taste like weed. What did you think? Did you think they tasted? You had
Yeah,
them?
definitely like. Yeah, I definitely like the ginger side of it.
Yeah,
It's,
definitely. Yeah, loved them.
I love ginger. I wanted to try those.
They were nice. The ginger lemon, it was like fizzy.
Oh,
That sounds like my flavor, man.
that sounds like my flavor. I like ginger tea, lemon tea.
Oh,
So.
I know. It was totally mine. I was like down for it. Totally. It's like my morning tea. Thanks to Red.
Oh yeah, dude. I need to start drinking that more often.
I had never drank that kind of tea before we had our weekend in Ludington. So that was the first weekend that I got a taste of the lemon ginger water tea that was phenomenal, that helped my belly, and then we carried it out to South Haven. We've had some great times with the tea.
I throw honey in there too.
That's
Oh,
what I need.
Definitely got to put some honey in there.
That's my missing link right now. Is I need some ginger tea. That's a good point. I've had
It sounds so good right now, done.
yeah. Just an overlap of just gnarly food in my stomach is really cramping it up. So I think that tea will help. I might have to do that.
Krampus, cramping.
Another good one if you're like cold and you just want to warm up your body is you can just do a tea with cinnamon in it, and you'll be surprised how much that like warms your body up. Just a cinnamon tea, and it's fucking good.
Cinnamon.
Add a little
Cinnamon's
orange
great for ya.
to it. Ooh, we got something good going.
Would you guys eat a 1,000-year-old honey?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, I'd
sure.
love to try that.
1,000%.
I'd love to try that. You got some? You
No, I'm just wondering. Cause I was thinking they say honey's the only thing that doesn't go bad. So what if they were, digging at a place and looking for a dead guy, and they pop into his tomb and he's got a jar of honey. Would you taste it?
Yeah.
The Crypt Keeper edition.
I don't know
honey.
about 1,000 years.
I don't think
It'd be dry, so I'd probably have to rehydrate it with water to make it honey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would be dry. I'm thinking it would be still golden honey.
Oh, if it was still going honey, I'd be questioning
That's
it.
a
Like,
hell
well,
of a mason jar
What
1,000 years
kind of
ago.
preservatives did they use back then? Sons of bitches.
Look at those 1,000-year-old microbes, man.
Oh yeah. Yep.
well, honey is antimicrobial. because
Re-inoculate your gut with your ancestors.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
plants
it'd be
that don't even
superhuman.
exist anymore.
K Good said it would be super crystallized. So could you melt it then?
Could you put it in a banger?
Can we dab it?
Can we dab it? That's
Can you dab it? I like
It'd
how you
probably
think, Becca.
just be sugar. It would just be a jar of sugar.
Did you guys
Oh,
ever?
yeah,
I'm sure you did. You
mummified
remember the guy
honey.
that did the bong hits of like the Carolina Reaper and shit? You ever seen that?
Oh no.
no.
That's
Dab
stupid.
hits of the
No.
Carolina
That's like trying to rip some mace.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen
Like,
that.
Dude.
Spray
You've seen it,
mace into
Ryan.
the other end of this bong while I rip it.
How are we getting the
What
extra
the fuck?
Carolina Reaper?
That's
Oh,
exactly
are we
what it's
It would be
using
just
a
like that.
rosin press for the Carolina Reaper?
Yeah, forget the water.
Are we
Just
open blast?
spray
Are we
that
open
shit
blasting the
through.
Carolina Reaper? Are we using a closed
What
loop
the
system?
fuck?
What
I
kind
never
of-
seen that. That guy probably had some lung issues. I'll tell you
Oh,
that.
oil is
He
it?
was crying,
I feel
man.
like it would hurt.
Crying.
We do that. I think I would like mustard. It's just a bunch of stupid shit.
That's mustard gas. You know, that's like World War I trench shit was mustard.
Yeah.
dabbing with mustard. Interesting.
Who here do you think we could
Um,
get anybody on here to try the chip challenge thing
I
where
mean,
it's like you
Sequence will
buy a
try
single
twice.
chip? You think
I think
Sequence will?
I think he did do it. I think
Oh, you
Sequence
did it?
I think he did.
Oh, okay. I saw that
you get
challenge.
the
I
two
wouldn't try
challenge
that.
on here. I don't remember
My
that
I think Porch Farmer might have done that one too.
on the episode, or was that must have been a wake and bake?
I remember them
It
talking
makes your
about it.
tongue.
Ooh.
It makes your tongue all blue.
I didn't witness either one, but I'm sure both of them had a
I don't
conversation
think it,
talking about.
Oh, they talked about it. Well, we'll have to do it.
Well,
But yeah, apparently it's a single chip.
For some
And it's
good
like the
Yeah,
hottest
but-
shit.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do it now though, because he had heard apparently people talk about it causes like major issues. It is not good to eat.
Oh
these
yeah.
chicken.
Oh yeah.
Terrible things happen to these people that eat. Like,
Yeah,
they're
you're shitting fire for
not
forever.
feel good. Yeah,
You're just
so
not. Yeah.
it's not
Oh,
worth
yeah.
it. So
It's
he
the reverse
decided
dragon.
it's not worth it.
So why do you grow them? Just for fun? Just to like grow the really hot peppers?
Some people.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's some guy out there that's just like, chaos.
People like them though.
Chaos.
once
Some
you do
people like them. Some people like them.
taste it, you're fucked. And
You can make hot sauce.
it is just hot, and so
Hmm.
you ruin everything you're going to eat afterwards. So
You can like Spartan said, you can dilute it though,
You
and
make
some.
hot sauce, and that stores for a really long time. And then you can use like very little bits of that to like spice a whole fucking pot of chili or something.
no, that's
Yeah.
It gets more mild too. Yeah, I would agree with that.
it's like silly to me.
Remember the hot sauce we made
When it's
is not
cold,
that hot. We use all those like scorpion peppers and
I
shit.
can tell you why I grew hot peppers, and it was because by accident. I grew ornamental peppers, and they were called basket of fire. And I grew them because I wanted to bring in predator bugs that would be able to survive on the pollen. I was basically banking my my beneficial predators is what my goal was. Then of course when they grow little peppers, I want to try them, right? So I try them, and then I thought that was called basket of fire because they grew in 3 different colors. They started out green,
Surprise!
yellow,
Hilarious.
they were yellow, they were some were orange and some were red. I ate a red one and it's fucking hot as fuck. And then I looked up the pepper plant and I looked up like the Scovilles and it was like 100,000 or something fun. I mean, a lot of people would laugh at this, not that hot, but I mean, it's hotter than jalapeno, hotter than,
Yeah, I don't.
That's pretty hot.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're like, oh, ornamentals are sweet peppers, but then he came over and tried mine.
Yours. Yeah, that was hot as shit too, dude.
I tried it, and my tongue burnt for 15 minutes straight. I did not like that feeling at all.
No.
So I don't care. These spice heads out there, they can go.
Spice head. This is like a 23rd century drug addict. A spice head.
Yeah, these guys that get off on fucking eating spicy things that makes their fucking tongues numb.
I used to do it, man.
I don't get it either.
I used to love it until
I can't.
I had a rough
it.
bout, man. I had a rough post reaction to some spiciness that lasted way too long. It was like a good year-long reaction. So,
oh shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Fuck around with spicy foods, get burned, dude.
Yeah. Well,
I just did what I suggested earlier.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
I harvested a bunch of those peppers and I just made hot sauce out of it. And then I could, when I make chili, or I put it on maybe some eggs in the morning or something like that. But very little. It doesn't take very much.
Yep.
And it was basically just chop them up in a blender with some vinegar, and I can't remember what else, but it was basically.
You guys are gonna make me want some chocolate milk.
Dude, you know where you get the good stuff.
Now with more cadmium and lead.
No, that's dark chocolate, and that's dark chocolate bars and it's from Hershey. My milk doesn't come from Hershey.
Go with the joke, babe.
This comes from the brown cows, the brown Michigan cows.
Say what, Sarah?
Who do you get? Who's your favorite chocolate milk? Like.
It's Calder's Dairy. You got to say it, babe. Calder's Dairy.
Yeah, it'd probably be Calder's Dairy. But I mean, you're only gonna get that in a few places.
So that's how you get the
milk.
That's why it's the best, man.
Do they actually have their own chocolate cows?
I was wondering. Here in Defiance, it's called Arcs.
Oh, you got custom chocolate milk down there?
So Calder's Dairy doesn't separate the cream out of their chocolate milk, so it's super thick chocolate milk.
I shake it. I shake it really good.
It comes in a glass milk jug too.
Yeah, it comes in a glass jar, so you feel like you're in 1960 or something.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
And what else? But if you live near Hershey, Pennsylvania, you can get Hershey's chocolate milk. It's pretty good stuff.
My buddy Sequence told me that's like really puke tasting is what he was telling me.
Oh yeah, well your buddy has piss poor taste in chocolate.
Piss poor.
I went through a moo milk phase.
Because if you don't like Hershey's, you don't like America.
I was drinking moo milk a day. Yoo-hoo, man. I had a Yoo-hoo spat.
Yoo-hoo? I never got into Yoo-hoo. What about Ovaltine?
Whoa.
Both of those were always questionable to me. I didn't understand what they were.
Yoo-hoo's like not.
Ovaltine is malted. It's basically malted chocolate milk.
Yeah, but I've seen Yoo-hoo. I've seen Yoo-hoo in a box on the shelf, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah.
It's delicious.
What is
I don't know.
It's chocolate milk, but it's not really milk.
Hazelnut sugar water. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a nut milk or something weird. Soy milk. I thought it was.
Looking at you, nut tree.
Maybe that's what it is. Some kind of nut milk.
What is Yahoo?
I'm gonna call you Yoo-hoo nut tree.
I just don't trust the milk on the shelf.
Yoo-hoo 420.
Yoo-hoo 420.
They milk nut tree to get the Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo contains water, high fructose corn syrup, and whey, a liquid in that. So basically, like
the protein out of milk.
Protein powder, but like shitty, yeah.
Milk protein.
Oh my god, it's full of nutrients like calcium and protein.
That's why I stopped drinking it.
This is propaganda right here. I'm a Ovaltine, die hard.
I thought I could have it because I thought it
I
was
like
soy-
carnation.
soy based, and then I saw it had
What's
whale.
carnation?
Motherfucker.
A chocolate milk?
The chocolate stuff, it's got vitamins and stuff in it.
Oh, I haven't tried that. I'll have to look for that.
The carnation. That
You have to go
made
to
me
the
feel
boomer
better.
section for that one, Bake. To the boomer
Oh, it's in the boomer section? That's
Yeah.
weird.
section. Yeah.
I do muscle milk all day long.
Yep. It's in the boomer section. Right. Yeah. Okay. Right next to the Metamucil.
The central
Yeah, the fiber.
Yeah.
The adult diapers too.
Yeah, and the diapers.
Oh man, let me tell you about diapers. I had to look at a damn box of diapers when I waited in line today. What's today? Is today special? It's Monday, right?
Dude, I went to the
Late
fucking
Sesh day,
Meijer
man.
today. I couldn't believe why are there so many people in the store?
You went to Meijer?
Because it's Christmas, bro.
I went to Meijer too, bro. I waited 45 minutes in a damn line, and that was better than waiting in the line for self checkout. I was like, what's going on?
It's the fucking holiday, stupid.
Yo, there's a lady getting wheeled out to an ambulance, straight bloody face, and then there's people everywhere. I'm just like, it's fucking Monday. Go home.
Were you at Michigan
from
Ave?
the low prices, man.
Were you at the Michigan Ave, Meijer?
The East one.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
5 more days of this chaos.
Dude, don't ever go there. Don't, no.
Exactly, Red.
No, you need to come on my side of town. And come
I like your one, but it's way over there for me.
Dude, they
These
didn't
are
wheel nobody
dangerous
out.
driving conditions right now.
That's how
they
you know it's a
didn't
good
wheel
Myers. They
nobody
didn't
out
wheel
of my
nobody out.
They
No,
just
his
walked
is-
in and out of my Meijer.
Minimal driving or shopping this week is my go-to.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Get done before now, baked.
I made that.
You gotta get that
Yeah,
done
you're right,
before
Paley.
Yeah, I made that decision today. I was like, I'm just gonna starve until. I'm not.
I used to
I'm
be a
not-
Christmas
I'm
Eve
not out of town, so
shopper.
it's not my problem.
I was a Christmas Eve shopper up until like probably the last couple years, and like up until like last year.
That's like last year.
When you met me, that ended.
I'm done. No more. My time is way too valuable. My patience is too valuable. I've learned that my state of mind is fragile during the holidays, and I think that it has to do with I'm going to put the blame on everybody else, and I'm not going to take accountability. So
Okay.
it's everybody
I like
else's
it.
crankiness fault, not mine.
We did have a discussion on the panel about Sunday and if we're going to do a show or not. So we talked about it, and we all kind of agreed that if you can make it, make it. If you can't, you can't. But this is our community, and it would be nice for people to have somebody to hang out with, have some laughs, and fucking share a little community. So we will be doing a show on Sunday at 9.
Yeah, totally. We're going to be back from Cincinnati. If you don't have anywhere to go, we'll be here. Some of us, not all of us, just some of us. Everybody has things to do, and you know,
Come through, smoke a bowl, fucking
smoke a
get up out of there.
bowl, take a dab, talk about your grow, shoot the shit. We're here.
Santa might be coming to some of your houses. Depends.
Pooping down your
Yours-
chimney.
Our house?
That's what
Naughty
you're
or
gonna get.
nice.
Good, girl.
I've been good. You been good? I think Santa's coming to our house. It better be. I want a gift.
He's coming to see Troy, not you.
Damn it.
He said you got that flight to smoke up first before he brings you anything else, man.
I'm not gonna smoke it.
Okay, I cannot eat. I'm just saying, I can't even bring myself to do it.
Smell it.
What do you mean? If you smoke it and you see for Grilly, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna be like, "Let me give you another," and you'll just have another. Dabs are meant to be smoked fresh, like an apple picked from the tree.
It's like you're spitting on his artistry.
Exactly. Every day wasted.
I'm just gonna
It's
let
just,
this
it's
break.
just a terp right now. You see it right there, right
There
there.
goes that terp. It's gone.
There goes a
I
terp.
wish I
Let it
had
degrade
one
more.
saved. I wish I had one saved right now.
You can save one, but you can do one a day. That's a week worth of dabs.
We can at least do one right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
which
try
one you
that
gonna do?
Cobra milk. I want to hear a
Good.
review.
I agree.
I still like
And
them.
at least do
Cobra milk.
Cobra milk, honestly.
Yes.
She's
Are we
already
sharing
done.
it with Troy? Are we just gonna
She's
just
already
bogart
explained
this fucking
what she
dab?
thought about Cobra.
Okay, so we
I
have
want a live review,
3
Spartan.
Cobra milks in our pile that we have in our little flight, and so we have one for me and one for him. So let's go head to head, huh?
You're gonna do the whole thing in
Oh.
one go? You're gonna do the whole bucket?
I think I can.
All right, let's do
I
it.
think so.
Yeah.
It's the late sesh. You got to do that.
I
What
don't-
kind of have you noticed? What kind of a high do you think that the Cobra milk gives?
I don't.
Spark
It's
the waiting.
high. It's a really super duper like euphoric, very head body high. Gosh, it's really good. It was the concentrates brought everything out about it. So okay, I'm super stoked to try.
Yeah,
that.
the way you describe it reminds me of how the plant smelled. You know, when the plant's harvested. You know, that's
Yeah, it was like super like big. Like now that I've had a chance to like smell it, it's very berry, creamy berry.
when you keep saying the flower tasted like orange, it makes me think you got Orange Dream Haze from me and not Cobra
The
milk.
wrong bag.
Yeah, I was like, did I give her Orange Dream Haze?
I
That's
got,
I haven't got
Simple.
orange on it.
I really got a lot of orange when I tasted it. So I don't know. I will hold. I'll give my opinion, you know, later on the flower portion again. But the concentrate portion of this is very creamy berry. I get tricks. So, and that's why I don't want to like hold out anything, but I really get tricks. So let me heat up here.
You gonna do cold start or pop it in there?
Cold start.
I don't know. I really want to do a cold start, but
I think if I remember, I did cold starts.
That's what I did. I did cold start.
Just wait till it bubble.
I want to do
You can
I got
always add
lots of
more
hits.
heat because it's got the 2 layers of quartz, kind of.
It's just
Right.
my personal preference.
Unless you want to do it all in one. If you want to do it all in one, then heat it up and then
I agree.
Yeah.
with
a
that,
little
too.
bit higher than you want it, drop it in because it'll cool down at like together.
Okay. So normally I will go in at like 580, 590. So that's where I'm kind of like, I don't know where to judge what I want to do here. So
Just
It's
go
a
on at
big
that-
dab. It's a big dab, so you have to get it hot enough to do the whole thing.
you think that's a big dab?
It's a big dab.
They're big. You,
Prove
yeah,
us wrong. That's what you do.
yeah,
Okay.
It's a
yeah.
big dab.
Okay. I don't know. So I'm not judging. I'm just like looking at
Judge how you want. I'm
Better
telling
up.
you.
Looking at it,
do you
yeah,
do?
but then when you
Drop
go
it.
for it, you're like, oh my gosh.
You think I should
No
drop
pressure, Tara. No pressure, Tara. Scale ball, set the timer.
Timer, time.
There we go. We're going. We're on the
30
clock, man.
seconds.
I want to
Do
give
you
a
like-
shout out to Becca because she was the fucking first one to be down for the flight night, and man, you got
She
young
was.
lungs, and it was still fucking a chore, man.
No, it's hard. It's not fun.
She started.
It's not
She started
really.
the
Great
challenge.
flavors, but it hurt me. It hurt me.
Yeah.
She's
Um,
still the originator of the challenge.
I think if you go in at 600, Tara, drop it in at 600, and then it takes a minute, and it'll start to cool down, and then it'll be like right at that 580, where
Okay.
it's like perfect temp.
If
If
you
you
aim
want
it,
to do it like as much as you can at once.
Are you talking about with the bucket though? I
Don't aim
still
your-
feel like with the bucket, the best way to do it is from a cold start because you
That's-
got
yeah.
you have a whole second piece of glass that needs to heat up again. And the only way you're going to heat that up is with directly heating it. You're indirectly heating it by heating it with another piece of
I
glass.
see you, babe.
the only thing
I kind of agree with Becca because if you want to get through all of it, though, with a cold start, you're not going to cold start it warm enough because it's going to start bubbling. You're going to hit it, and then you have to restart it.
You need to come back into it, yeah.
Yeah,
If you go into it hot, you
yeah,
might
but
go
if you get it bubbling enough,
I did it cold start like the whole time, and it works that way if you're gonna heat it up again, because you probably won't finish it.
don't aim your carb cap directly in the middle of the bucket. Aim it like around it, cause it'll like splish out the bucket.
It'll knock it
Yeah.
over.
Science.
It'll knock the bucket over. Yeah.
They'll be all in your quartz that's probably a little hot. Yeah.
Just treat it like a dab. The whole thing.
Yeah.
Wait, well, here we go. We got
But the most important thing is to have fun. Yeah, have
the
fun with it.
thermometer is
Have
out.
fun.
Have fun with it, man.
Enjoy the
Just
ride.
let your hair down and catch your breath.
No,
Your
I'm
hair's already down, man.
such a great place.
What's our temperature right now?
Late Sesh.
I'm really.
Actually, what are we at?
We're at 800. We're over.
Yeah.
We're I had to cook it all. It was dirty. I had to-
800?
I had to clean it.
It's a banger.
Those cancer turfs, man.
It'll come down.
Someone left it dirty the last time.
That's okay. That's
Uh-oh.
how
You.
too. Burn that bitch off.
Yeah, that's how I clean it.
Me too.
That's how you get
Call me
micro
Chaz.
fractures.
Call you Chaz Tree, man.
Oh, guess what? I didn't pay much for my banger. I'll have to go buy another. Microfracture that.
Some little kids just chiseling out bangers all day in Africa.
Yeah, I mean, good. I'm glad he's got a job so he can get some food, man. I'm glad I can.
All right, there we
They
go. We
barely
got-
pay him.
$6.90.
Yeah. 690.
We're coming
Very
down.
high, yeah. Have you
Stop.
seen they got the arm for the turbometer?
No.
Get ready to drop it.
And so it'll hold the turbometer and aim it.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
We're
Yeah.
gonna drop.
Like the other machines that already exist.
Bombs
Is it
away.
That's what they're competing with.
Your arm, or is there a name
All right.
for it?
Look,
Is it
just
triple your
make a
arm?
little
I
guy.
don't know what the name is.
Are we ready? We're coming down.
Yeah, the carb cap has been initiated.
Oh, she's in. Oh, that's a cool top. I like that.
Looks like a pineapple.
Take it away.
It's a cacti.
Cactus. Cacti?
It had,
No, I think it's just a
it has to
cactus.
heat up that
It's
secondary
singular.
Yeah,
Blog.
It's gonna take a second.
Yeah.
Look, she didn't tip it over either. She's keeping it up.
It did.
You didn't tip it.
Oh, did it tip? This
Yeah.
is what happened to me. As soon as I hit my carb cap, it just tipped right the fuck over.
What did the bucket?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to probably heat that up if you're gonna get through. Otherwise, it'll be like a 5-hitter.
Still
So what
vaporizing.
temperature was it when you went
Yeah.
in? Like 600?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, so you have to go even hotter then.
Back that flame away a little bit. Come on,
Just the
man.
tip.
Oh,
Just the tip, baby. Just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip.
Painted lady, I see you breaking up over there.
I mean,
Cold start
sometimes.
for the win.
I mean, it's like
There
a
you go.
mixture.
There you go.
see, that's a big dab. That's a lot of hits.
The issue is
Yeah.
it's in the bucket and you have to get it on the heat. And the
Yeah.
bucket
Yeah.
doesn't heat up right away. It takes
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah.
But then it's hot. Like you don't want to get the banger too hot and then spill it over and then you're just
Yeah.
getting all
Feels-
that hot air.
Then you might as well have just done a dab in your banger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
better nut tree. There we go. Just a tip.
Just a tip.
Now you're going too deep. See?
Ooh.
Moving it. She was moving it down on there.
Yeah,
Oh.
watch her because she flails
Oh,
around. like,
yeah, we've heard that before.
Wait a minute.
We've heard that
Is that-
before.
Is that a cute little
You're
cactus?
moving
carb
it
cap?
down.
Is that a cactus carb
Just
cap?
a tip.
What do we got
Yeah.
going on there? What kind of cactus? What do we got?
Yeah, that's a
Close to
San
peyote.
Pedro.
Yeah.
It's got a little
That's
bow
so
tie. Is it
cute.
wearing a
Careful with your hand, man. Don't burn yourself.
You expect her to talk while she's still ripping this thing.
festive cactus for our listeners in the trimming room?
Go, Tara, go.
It's a
I
festive-
know. I'm just sitting here like in disbelief.
Yeah, I couldn't do that, man.
It's a long dab.
I would be passed out.
And she's
for
not
sure.
done. That's the thing.
The
Yeah, that
issue
was the
is-
thing when I was doing that challenge. I was just like, man, this thing, like, I had to restart it like 2-3 times every
We did
one.
it on timers, though, man.
All
It
right,
was
you're
every,
like-
was it every 7
You
minutes
got
we were
six,
doing.
yeah, 6 more of those.
I think the
And then
dab.
you got about
lot of-
3 minutes.
Yeah, in between you.
Oh, you're not done? You wanted a breather? Well, you're cutting into that breathing time because we got a clock. Yeah. And then you got sequence over here like, yeah, I think we should lower the time.
Dude, she's just now
We're like,
finally
what
talking.
have you done?
You don't have time to clean out your banger or do nothing. You're just trying to breathe.
Yeah,
It was hard for sure.
that's what she said.
The rippy long stockings.
And a cacti with a necktie.
Muted, Tara.
How you doing, Tara?
I'm good.
Are you taking
Is
flight
it
yet?
gone? Is
But
it gone?
I see how it can last.
Going about 10 minutes for the next prayer when she can breathe again.
Yeah, totally.
Heat her up, man.
That's Troy's turn now.
It's super cool. I love it.
Yeah, it's a neat idea for sure.
Oh yeah.
It can keep a really nice banger clean if you
It's
do it
just
right.
cool. Just from the consumer aspect, it's cool to be able to say, I'm going to go get, I'm going to go get a dab. I'm going to go get a gram of something to dab. And then instead of coming home with one thing, which it could be great, but come home with fucking 5 flavors or 6 flavors or even 3 flavors,
sampler platter,
2
man.
flavors. It's better than one. It's cool to have multiple flavors.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or even he had multiple in the flight that I got from him before. It had multiple kinds of concentrates. So you had like maybe a live resin, and then you had like diamonds. Because I remember the middle one was diamonds, and that one was a fucking difficult one to get through.
THCA.
Oh, I forgot
Straight
about the THCA.
THCA.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Oh, the boss
Oh, yeah.
level.
Super good.
That was miserable.
Super great.
It was great, but it was like round 6 or something. I was like, I gotta get through this.
It was right in the middle too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, when do you guys want to do it? You want to start off with it? Do you want to finish with it?
In retrospect, I think it's a starter offer.
Yeah.
I'm not
get
sure
your-
how much Jay Patrick. We'll have to get with Fergoli on that.
Okay. I super loved it. Loved it. It was definitely hard to work through as a different kind of dab because of the container that it was in. So it was different mechanism for me to blow through it. So that's why I think, if anything, I struggled through. Sorry, and I'm still choking. Not that it wasn't great, but it was smooth. It really was, honestly. Sorry, God, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was. You're forgiven. We yeah.
Thanks for all
Get
that.
it.
Thank you, Becca.
O nome ne Patrick si tutufile.
The fuck?
Now you're forgiven. No.
John Paul over there, man.
That was real, whatever language he was speaking.
Yes. Well, yeah, those flights are definitely a nice little bundle, especially for travelers.
It's a little
Yeah, you grab one of those.
a little freaking shooting missile.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
like perfect, honestly. I don't feel like, okay, yes, I'm coughing a bit, but that's just because I think I'm old, but whatever.
It's all that hot air in your throat, and it's trying to get used to that.
Well, no. It was like, I'm
Listen to
not
those
like,
lungs.
I'm okay. So here's the thing. I'm not overwhelmed by the dab. Like sometimes you go in so hot and you're like,
Yeah.
overwhelmed by it. Like I was not overwhelmed by it. I could handle it. Yeah, I'm coughing now, but I just think it's because I'm old.
Now, how many more does she have to do? 5 more to actually get her wings for this? Is that what that would be?
6.
6 more, my bad.
You gotta complete the whole pack.
Okay.
It's a lot.
You're in flight school right now.
How about the flavor? Was it still?
You could take the belt if you do it in the next 22 minutes.
You can take the belt for sure if you finish it in 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Sarah. Fuck that.
I'll offer
No.
that.
Now, with that much of it all at once, did the flavor change at all for you, or was it still the same?
I got more orange right now.
More orange now. Okay.
I don't know. It's just what I get.
That's
Different.
that's the best thing about it though. Like that's the
I know, I love
best thing. Like I got a coworker that's opposite. Like, oh, I took a nap. Yeah, well I fucking stayed up and cleaned. I was like, what? On everything. Or there's a lot of things Spartan and I are like that on. If it
Yep.
puts me to sleep, it's an upper for him. Vice versa. Everything. Same with Nursky, my old roommate. I'd be like, oh, that one gave me a nap. And she'd be like, no, that was great for me. I didn't want to sleep. You got more of it? I'll be like, oh. But yeah, so that's the coolest part. And then you find out with smells, you know?
Rainbow
Everybody's got different smell
Rock
receptors.
cookies are the only ones that could ever make me stay up for at a time.
Really?
in my
Top cookies and what?
Rainbow Driver.
Oh, okay.
See, trap
It's-
cookies puts me to sleep.
Really? Oh my goodness.
The
So there's different phenos, and
yeah.
really like makes me like want to like, and the other one is like chill. So depending on which one you've had, might be the one that makes you go to sleep.
Whatever one
It's
he
supposed to be
had.
one, the mountain cut, but of
I
chalk
don't
cookies.
know, but
That was the whole thing with it. Was who it came from, whether it came from Oni or Bloom, and they were under different names. But
that's what I
yeah,
love about Durban. Durban does that for me. I just
stay up.
get done on it.
Yeah,
It tastes so good too.
I love Durban. Yeah, I really love that.
My
Flavor.
get shit done strain is Old Man Hermit Hash had a Leica strain, which was old Subcool and Kyle Cushman collab together. And what the fuck? It was Strawberry Cough and Space Queen, so they named it Leica. The
I
good
had
thing
those.
about that is, man, I fucking get that in the morning. I'll smoke a couple of really big joints, and then when I'm like, okay, the wake and bake's got to start kind of wrapping up, I'm gonna have to get the fuck up and do something. Roll up a joint of that, man, and take off. But it's like Durban is a whole different thing. Jack the Ripper is another one that's a good
Yep.
one to fucking
Love
kickstart.
that one too. That's my second fave. Woo! That just makes you sit on up.
Sour melon from Abolished was one that we did.
Sour melon was another one that sour
Yep.
melon fucking RSO was.
we called that one.
Woo, shit, man.
Tara brought me some of that allegedly, and I had that on
Purportedly.
Florida, and we sat in a shed,
Allegedly,
smoked it. Yeah, and we sat in a shed. I think we talked for like 2 hours about nothing. And we're like,
It
holy
was like the late
shit.
Sesh.
Yeah, it was crazy. And so we started calling it the Chatties train. But yeah, that was a good one. It just grew like shit. It grew like shit and like didn't have nice solid buds ever.
Yeah, they're a
So,
little bit more airy for sure. They're bigger, but they're like
like
more
it,
airy.
and
Yeah,
that's sometimes how it is. It's like you just want to be able to pull out the aspect of it. Like I want the high, because the
Yeah.
rest of you sucks. But that's
I
where
wanna grow ya.
that's where real breeding comes into play, Or
Yep.
some, a lot of these guys started. They're like, well, I'm gonna make that.
Yep.
But, yep. Yeah.
Can't really think of any other ones that really give me a ton of energy.
White Trouble doesn't give me energy, but it's a weird chill upper. Like
That's
I'm up, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm mellow.
that's me right now with Vortex. Like my face feels melted,
Feels
but I'm
like a
awake.
vortex.
No, not Vortex, but I am really lightheaded. Like, yeah, if I smoked any more, the room would probably do the spinnies.
Did you know that they're now theorizing that black holes have opposite ends, known as white holes, and they spit everything out instead of suck everything up?
And why would they? Where does the light come from?
From the black hole, so it's like the other end of a black hole is a white hole.
Why is it white? I guess is my question.
Because it's all the light coming out of the black hole. The black hole sucks up light and everything.
Okay.
You said vortex, it reminded me of that.
How bright of a white is it? Like blinding, or is it like a sun?
Nobody's ever seen them. It's a theory
Could they, like,
of
be
what happens
fused
to
that are-
things that
are
go
not-
into a black hole.
that-
But if you think about it, it's almost if that's true, it makes black holes less scary. Like, all right, well, at least it's not sucking up the universe. It's spitting it out somewhere.
Yeah,
Just
but
jingle jingle in it.
yeah, it's spinning out in not a good shape.
You're not gonna survive, but the next species will have a chance.
Baked, have you never watched the old Bizarro World thing? You know, like DC Comics. There's the other Superman. That
Well, on what? Probably. Are you talking like multiverse shit, but like older?
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna go through a black hole, we got to end up somewhere. I mean, hoping we're not just shredded into atomic dust again. You know, hey.
Here's Troy's going in on it now.
Oh,
Go,
he's
man,
got a
go.
flight. What flavor of Cobra? Yep. I like the nod. Solid. His form's excellent.
Yep.
Look at that. Stationary carb cap. Wiggle was nice.
He's got a good wiggle.
He's starting to feel it.
We're being judges now, apparently, on the dab technique.
Yep.
It's like the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Thing.
What are you giving him, Baked?
Oh man, on this dab, I gotta wait till he finishes. But so far, it's looking pretty good. It's I don't know what class we're in.
And I gotta give fucking Tara some props.
Tara's doing good, man.
You got some good tip control over there.
Yep.
Good tip control, Tara.
She's giving him more than just the tip.
Yeah. He asked for it, you know. Yeah, that's what you get.
He's just teasing it with a tip right now. She's doing all right.
Safe word is cactus.
I keep telling her just the tip.
Yep.
Fuck your tip.
Fuck your tip. Take this, big fella.
You're just giving him little spritz. Oh, he's really starting to feel that dab really come into his lungs now.
Yeah, he's starting to feel the heat.
I wish I knew more medical terms so I could be like, yeah, his bronchia are really inflating.
I'm liking the eyeball.
I think bronchia.
I
think that works.
Yeah. Well, call me when you need surgery. On the cheap.
No, thanks.
Doing surgeries now?
I'll do the minor stuff. You need me to stitch a finger back on, whatever.
Oh man, I'm gonna pass.
I think that's not minor.
I got BPA free hot glue. We'll glue things back together.
Get some
BPA free.
Yeah. Flex Seal.
Yeah.
Fucking spray foam.
Yeah, we definitely got that. We definitely got that. Loctite. That's our brand around here. But
so they're gonna are they gonna put two heads in on that install? One in the flower.
The condenser. He's gonna slap the condenser to the building, so I can mow under it and stuff. And then two heads are going in, so we'll have a flower room and a veg room. And then the last thing we'll need, besides insulation, that's just a matter of getting the payment to them. But the last thing we'll need is just get outlets, get everything, get electrical routed. But he's going to leave it so that, everything, once the electrician comes, that'll be the last step. Then we're running and gunning.
Nice.
So I may have found an electrician that'll take cannabis.
So, dope. That's the best
kind.
Nice train.
Yep. So that's where we're at. Hopefully that's tomorrow. Tomorrow, hopefully mini splits will be up. Not running because they'll need to be wired in, but they'll be up and ready to go.
What brand and what size did you go with?
Outside.
I ended up going with Cooper and Hunter. They're on Amazon and other websites. But I got a 36,000 BTU outside condenser. So that's a 3-ton and 3-ton outside unit, and that's 2 heads on the inside for with 18,000 BTUs each, so 1.5 tons each for flower and veg. And then I'll probably get another 18,000 and a 9,000 unit for the nuts, flower room, and then dry. And the hash room will have its own.
Tara had to help him finish.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's having trouble.
Sarah had to clean his plate.
Oh man, it's a good thing I didn't challenge Nut Tree. That wouldn't have even been a challenge.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, he's waving off.
It was at the end.
Then why didn't you finish
Nicely
it?
done. What do you give him, Baked? You award him a what?
The ending
Man,
fucking ruined it, man.
yeah, that's the thing. So I gotta drop. I was gonna give him like an 8, something like that.
I dropped.
Well, I'm gonna drop him to a 6.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna drop him to a 6. Yeah, he didn't really finish.
it's
So
like
Tara
you made a
went.
big
Did Tara go
splash
up 2
now.
points?
You don't get Tara already had a for a first time flight. I had to give her a 9. I'm gonna give her a 9. Yep.
Appreciate it.
She finished it. She finished it pretty quick. The only thing she could have done would have been quicker, which is just would have been crazy. And nobody said go quicker. So, but
And the thing
would
was,
have
that
been.
heat was my. I got
The heat is what gets you. You
Yeah.
don't get too high. We're professionals, people.
Yeah.
We don't get too high. It's the heat. Boom, lung after lung, hot, 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 until finally you're right here. It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
oh.
Got a better idea right now. I've already gauged it between the one I did and him.
there's still time for another bucket, Tara. Get on it. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
Another 5 buckets.
What's it gonna be?
5.
Ooh.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You
We don't have
fixed
it-
your method?
We don't have enough time. There's only 9 minutes.
Yeah. What'd you
She's got
alter
enough
to
to
your
do one more
method?
bucket. It's her new method she can
Do one
lay on
more.
everybody.
Fine
The
for
pro
that.
tips.
I only got a few, like what?
Just tell us.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go in a little hotter.
Yeah, and just get it all in one.
Yeah, I definitely need to go.
Yeah,
in
you
hotter.
gotta try to do that if you're trying to actually
too
complete
cold.
it.
Yeah, if like the whole my thing with cold starts.
For the challenge, yeah.
No, just because like when I had to reheat him, I reheated him like 4 times. So no, I
Yeah.
got
Yep.
like 690.
Now that THCA that we had, you just had to reheat a bajillion times anyways.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't you have those too, Becca? Yeah, I remember. Yeah. So yeah, she knows too. Like.
I skipped that one during.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was terrible. But Spartan and I did them during the challenge, and that was some. It was some clear, rough stuff.
The issue is the time. You have such short amount of time in between.
Yeah. I don't want. Yeah, don't get me
After
wrong.
The first one, and then you're taking the next one right away.
And your
Yeah.
throat hasn't recovered yet from the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
compound
'cause
quickly.
I don't want anybody to think this stuff's like harsh stabs. This is
Oh,
the
no.
cleanest solvent in Michigan, if not, the country.
Oh,
I love for growing stuff. It's
We're
just
doing it with
when
bad.
you're doing that amount, like I said, the 0.15, go to your scale and be honest with yourself and maybe get wax paper, put it on your scale, get your dabs, put a 0.15 on there and hit that whole fucking thing. And if it doesn't, if you don't hit it, reheat until it's gone. And then, you'll know. And that's essentially what's going on there.
Then do that 6 more times.
Yeah, and then you got to do it 6 more times. And it's like,
I dab all day long, so this is like
yeah.
this was a test.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
The flight challenge.
I really-
It's definitely real.
This
One day
is
we'll have a belt for it.
And anybody that doesn't say that, whatever.
They ain't do it.
I can dab all day, but like I take time in between.
This
I think it should be a pilot hat. A pilot hat for everyone that finishes one.
With the scrambled eggs on top.
Yeah, whatever. I think that'd be cool.
I think if you get the right temp, you can do it. But then if you do it at the right temp, you might blow through it real quick. So it's a fine line, maybe.
Yeah, but you kind of just want to get the hit done.
Yeah.
I think one hit is easier on your throat or your your lungs or wherever it gets hot than the combined of 5 even smaller or maybe slightly less hot hits. It's just the one you get it done.
Hotter next time, just for the next one.
Imagine if you did 5 hits per bucket. That's 7 times 5. That's a lot of hits.
35.
That is
Yeah,
so.
thank you, Scobo.
I'll do that kind of math.
I wasn't even trying to do math right now.
I'm
But
hotter the next one, that's for sure.
yeah,
Join us on Christmas, and we'll have some then.
isn't Christmas on Saturday?
Sunday.
No, Sunday.
Sunday.
Eve
If
is on
I
Saturday.
That's why we talked about doing a
okay.
show, Baked. We
I'm
got you.
hoping to go sledding one of those days. I'm
We gotta get the
hoping
snow
for some more.
first.
I'm hoping for some more snow.
We got storms coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
They were talking
That's what
about
they said.
the fucking
Can't
winter
wait.
hurricane or some shit for off of like Lake Huron.
Well, I'm
Yes, there
hoping
was
for
some-
no snow because I'm driving. So I'm wondering-
Yeah. Well, I hope you get to where you're going.
Get there first, right?
See, on
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, I'm going to up north to my mom's. So
Oh Lord.
yeah,
Hope you got good gas prices.
they're down to $3.15 right now.
Thanks, Nixon.
Nixon. He is from Michigan.
Really? I was throwing out an old
Who,
name.
Nixon? No,
Yeah.
that was Ford. Ford's from Michigan.
Oh, Ford's from
Nixon's
Michigan.
from California.
Gas prices
Uh,
gotten recently.
I got the big noses messed up.
I think I got mine for 330 something.
289.
Yeah, we're like
289.
289 pretty much.
What?
Between
Yeah,
home.
that's
That was
going
like a
low.
week ago. That was last week.
309.
I got a hybrid. I don't fill up all
It's
the
that
time.
much for you guys up there. We're right by Jackson. I'm surprised
think
it's so much of a difference. We're down in Brooklyn. And
Five
it's
and
like
260
289 down there.
lowest
Well,
we've
maybe
seen
it's
it.
dropping.
Yeah, it could have dropped.
I just went past it today. It's probably going up for the holidays.
Maybe it went up.
Of course, it's
Maybe
been,
Yeah.
I didn't
but
fill up,
it's been
actually.
nice that it's been a little dip in it in the
Yeah.
meantime. So,
For
thank
sure.
whoever.
Would it be cool if you could just put your leaves and your stems as byproduct into your motor?
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Like
Into
we're
your
in like the Jetsons.
Garbage.
Like it's like the back of your car is just like a wood chipper. You just throw it in there and it's like, oh, thanks, you got 200 miles.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just
Yeah,
get me far.
yeah. That's
Like
That's the future I want to live in. Put your yard waste in there.
One day, it might
Yep.
happen.
Brings
That
us
would
back
be
to
dope.
composting toilets, Red.
I did read an article that I thought was super interesting, and MLive said that I don't remember who. They did the scientists, climate scientists agree. They did a study that the best place to live in the year 2100 in the world is Michigan.
Really?
Yeah, because of the way,
I mean,
because of the lakes, how the lakes.
And you know,
buffer-
I've been joking with Skeet about being beachfront property soon.
I'll enjoy that when I'm 126, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, right.
well,
Well, we
not
might.
all of us
If I learned anything from Futurama, Skilbo, you'll
dude,
be ahead
It's listen to
in a
Bender,
little.
right?
You'll be ahead in a thing, and we'll carry you around. You'll still be able to talk to us.
Well, we have 3 minutes. And you know what that means? The long montage about restoration agriculture, which is this book by dude. Of course, I'm gonna have the brain.
Oh, good.
You fucking was 3 minutes up, Red. Come on.
Hey, you want to
You're
start
supposed
the
to be your soliloquy.
montage?
Mark Shepard. There we go. Restoration Agriculture by Mark Shepard. And a big takeaway out of this book is how important refabricating agriculture is to help save the consumption of water that pretty much gets wasted in agriculture. He's talking about how the West will soon be consumed, whether it's not, now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, at some point, they're going to be tapping into the Great Lakes to feed the Western United States. And if not using the Great Lakes to feed the Western United States, the Western United States is just going to move to the Great Lakes. And so we're going to see rises in population. We're going to see all kinds of water issues. If we don't, maybe we could avoid some of the stuff if we allow the groundwater to absorb the water and allow the water cycle to take place and take hold again. Very interesting book that Mark Shepard's put together, and a big takeaway on it that I've gotten from it so far is clean up the soils so that we can conserve our water, because in proper agricultural practices, we don't need to waste so much water, waste the land, cause erosion, etc. Anyway, 1
And
minute.
with that, we're going to talk about coming back through on Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Bro Show Live. Hopefully you guys can make it. If you can't, have a mellow day otherwise.
More Ovaltine, please.
More Oval